Hello, welcome back. I'm Statman Dave. Today I'm joined by Cam. Is back
again.
Brothers on a stream together. It is beautiful today. The stream, of course, is sponsored by DraftKings. We're going to be playing that today, so get involved. Link in the description below. You deposit $5, you get 20 for free. Of course, terms and conditions do apply, and please gamble responsibly. DraftKings, of course, a daily fantasy football app. We're going to have a lot of fun. I've picked a team from players around the ground, so it's exciting. What game are we watching today, Cam?
We're watching the Napoli PSG one, Dave.
We are, but at the moment we do have Red Star Belgrade beating Liverpool 2-0, which could be a historic win.
Historic. That's what I like.
That's what History. You like? History is very, very good. You do?
They'll learn about this at school.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. So we're going to go through the teams for you guys. We're going to talk about DraftKings, how you can get involved. Tomorrow we will be giving away some prizes with DraftKings. So if you want to warm up for that, get involved today.
Get involved.
Get involved. Jacob, what is going on, bro? We've got a lot of Forza.
Dog Savage. Stop it.
Dog Savage just bloody loves it, doesn't it? He, she, we do not know yet. Unfortunately, James, we don't got a league today, but we've got a league for tomorrow where you can win, of course, Football Manager 2019. We played that on Friday night.
We will be streaming again on Friday.
We will be doing that. That should be a lot of fun.
A lot more fun.
Yeah, a lot more fun than the boring, the boring time we had.
We've got pre-season out of the way. Into the league. Dave lost his first game.
Yeah.
I'm unbeaten. Some say I'm unbeaten in one, others just say unbeaten.
Unbeaten altogether. But guys, firstly, let's talk about DraftKings, because that's the big, Oh, we can't do that right now. Abdul, could you let me see if that will work on here? Give it 2 secs, Abdul. Everything should be okay. We are not back.
No.
Oh, Cameron, maybe you'll have to go and sort that one out off camera whilst I talk to the lovely people about the big game today.
Abdul.
Of course, that's Napoli taking on PSG in the Champions League. Get all your thoughts in for today's games. Again, any thoughts on what's happened so far? Thierry Henry on the verge of the sack for Monaco. If you didn't know, so far Thierry Henry has not won a single game, and they are currently 4-0 down at home to Club Brugge. That is absolutely crazy. Thierry Henry having a nightmare of a time. Wesley apparently being the key performer for Club Brugge in that game, which is interesting. Thierry Henry moving away from the 3-4-3 that he's played this afternoon, but getting some terrible results. But the big one we want to talk about, of course, Red Star Belgrade. A massive, massive performance they're putting in so far. They're pressing, they're aggressive. And Pavkov just doing the business. You didn't see his 2 goals. The first one is a header from a corner. The second one, an uncle banger from about 30 yards. An uncle banger, anti-banger, all the good stuff. Will Red Star Belgrade win the Champions League? They're about to beat the best team of all time. That comes in from the dock. They could be. You know, what would be glorious? A return to with Serbian dominance and Red Star Belgrade. A historic team, nonetheless, Cam. You know what I mean? Historic team right away. But no, we're going to dive into the entries for DraftKings today. Again, I've joined I think it's the 6K. The 6K big man league, the 6K striker UCL game. We've gone with Angel Correa, Kylian Mbappe, Coutinho, Insigne, Felipe, Pereira, Ospina, and Dries Mertens. Guys, if you get into that league, we'll be able to read your teams out as well. If we get nice and competitive, we can add you in there. Cam, are you going to get involved with that?
Yeah, I'll get involved.
Excellent, you get involved, buddy. But DraftKings, again, link in the description below, and all the good stuff. Gamble aware, over 18s only, and make sure you do the good stuff. But again, that'll be kicking off for the 8 o'clock games. Some more things coming in.
Statman Dave's cheese and pickles.
What an absolute legendary username that is right there. But let's go and talk about the team lineups today for the game we are watching. That is, of course, Napoli versus PSG. If you didn't catch the first game, it was a quality affair, 2 apiece, a double Desmond. There's been some change in systems.
Adding it to my story, don't you worry.
Okay, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Sharing the stream. Why don't you share the stream?
That's a good point, Cameron. Why do you not share the stream?
Exactly. I've shared the stream. Dave shared the stream. It's time for you to share the stream.
You guys need to share the streams. Unfortunately, we haven't got the PSG team news in right now. Seems to be a little bit delayed on my methodology, but let's go through the rest of the team news for today. First up, the big one. We did cover this game last week.
I haven't seen the team, so
okay.
First up,
we're going to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid first. Kalinic starts up front instead of Diego Costa. Correa comes in on the right-hand side. You've got Saul Niguez and, of course, Antoine Griezmann up front. Borussia Dortmund are playing the trident of Pulisic, Sancho and Marco Reus behind Paco Alcácer.
Sancho does start.
Sancho to start. I expected him to not actually start from the bench, because he usually does a thing where
and Pulisic.
He'll play Pulisic on one game, then he'll switch it to Sancho. But we're seeing both of them right now.
Would that not hinder his progress?
Jadon Sancho's?
Like on, off, on, off, on, off.
He's a young lad.
No consistency there.
But he's a young lad. Like, you can't be playing these guys week in, week out, or you will burn them out.
I'm sure he'd say different though.
They may say differently. Of course, Porto playing Lokomotiv Moscow. We've got Hector Herrera in there. The guy that we're watching out though is Danilo Pereira in midfield, because he's in our team as well as Felipe. We need a clean sheet in the Porto game.
Just a clean sheet.
What we need.
I believe that will come in.
Moving on to the other games, Galatasaray obviously away at Schalke. You've got Rudy in there in central midfield, signed from, of course, Bayern Munich, and Bolo up front, some big players in there. And Gary, of course, Gary Rodriguez, Gary Goals' brother, South American brother,
obviously,
playing on the left wing for, of course, Galatasaray. In terms of Internazionale up against Barcelona, Nangalan plays off Icardi, and of course Barcelona have no Lionel Messi at the moment. But Suarez,
what can you do when you haven't got Messi, eh?
No, what can you do? And that's exactly why we're going to go into DraftKings right now and pick. That's why we pick Coutinho. You know what I mean? Obviously. We've got Coutinho in our DraftKings team. Again, link in the description below, because he's going to be the guy tonight, I think. I think he's going to be the guy. Ex-Inter Milan, he wants to show those guys what they're missing out on. It's been in fantastic form in recent weeks.
A long time since he was at Inter Milan.
Yeah, but at the same time, he was signed from Vasco da Gama to go there, so I'm expecting him to come back, smash the points. Get into the comments, guys. Who have you got in your DraftKings team? Who do you want to see? We've got some more comments coming in. Sancho and Pulisic combo is rare. I thought they'd rest the regulars, considering that they've won all their games. I think they need to I think they need to go for it. They need to go for it today. They need to get the absolute, the victory and so forth. Statman Dave FC going into the comments. Get that hashtag in, and hashtag Ainsley Harriott as well, because he's a big fan of the show. Ainsley, big Ainsley. Let's see if the PSG team news is finally coming into.
Red Star Belgrade going to get a clean sheet against Liverpool. That must
decent.
Be, as a manager, like not you, obviously, that manager. You can't ask for anything more than a 2-0 win. And the goalkeeper's even taking the mick there. Absolutely
mugging them right off. But no, you don't get it. That's a great result. For a team that scored 31 goals in the Champions League last season, this season they're in a little bit of disarray after this result.
Do you think it is the atmosphere?
I think that's definitely one problem with it. That's one reason why you could feel intimidated maybe today. You're not going to be.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's not like you've gone to your nan's house to play in a garden, is it? Like,
no, it's serious. Feck Liverpool, what they were singing before the game. There's some serious beef going down there.
It's like going to your mate Gary Goals' house and playing against him in the garden, isn't it?
He's going to absolutely batter you, isn't he? So I found the formations for PSG Napoli as well now on another wonderful app, but it's not StatZone. So Napoli will be playing a 4-4-2. It is positioned as a 4-3-3 in this game, but expect Kalidou to make that second band of four in midfield with Allan and Hamsik in central midfield, Fabian Ruiz on the left-hand side. That combination was good last time out, I thought. Both Fabian Ruiz and Kalidou excelled.
Wasn't this the last stream you did as well?
No, we did Atletico. Dortmund,
yeah.
Atletico Dortmund in the last one.
This was the game where you were like, we should have watched that game.
We should have watched this game, yeah, because it was PSG conceded the first goal, came back into it, conceded again, and then of course the Di Maria won the goal.
4-4-2 as well, like you were saying off camera the other minute or so ago. You can't beat a 4-4-2 if it's done well.
You can't, exactly, but
that's what everyone starts off at.
Everyone's got to start with that system, that formation. PSG playing a 3-5-2, this is in fact. Both of these formations are wrong. That's why you're here, right here on the stream. It'll be a 3-5-2 with a lot of fluidity in central midfield. You'll see Verratti holding Draxler and Di Maria, one attacking, one not attacking, all the Gary good stuff. Currently have 55 seconds remaining in Belgrade for a historic Serbian victory, which will be tasty.
But David Vujanic is having a nice.
He's having a right nice right now, I reckon, with his hashtag sparkling water as well, doing all that good stuff. But expect Keller, Silva and Marquinhos to make the back three, Wan-Bernat, Meunier to be the wing-backs, midfield free of Di Maria, Verratti, Draxler, with Di Maria occasionally joining the front three. I think there could be some interchanging of positions there, and of course Kylian Mbappe, Neymar up front. Tasty stuff, right, Cameron?
Napoli are going to pick PSG off again. In my opinion, that lineup is way too attacking from PSG. Thoughts?
I can kind of agree with that. You know, the player that's obviously missing from the game, that's sitting on the bench, is Rabiot. Every time that PSG play in these big games, Rabiot's the guy that stands out. Rabiot's the guy that does the work, and I think it's a mistake from Thomas Tuchel to go with almost a Ligue 1 lineup. You know what I mean? Like this is a lineup that they played against Lille on Friday night with ease. Yeah. With the quality they have, of course, Lille are doing well this season. Of course, Pepe on the right wing is a top player, but without someone like Rabiot, I feel like you lack a bit of bite, and that's kind of what he gave them in the last game, was that sort of ability to both complete passes at very high accuracy, but recover the ball all over the pitch. He's going to win the ball tackles. Back for you. Win tackles as well, 100% of his 2 tackles, both in those wide areas, covering the fullbacks. But again, with PSG, it's interesting that they are going with this back three now, because they were exposed against Napoli out wide.
And there it is.
There it is. It's bloody over. Red Star Belgrade have beaten Liverpool in the Champions League. That is terrible, terrible news for Liverpool Football Club, of course. Pavkov with the 2 goals. Marco Marin put in a very decent display in terms of creativity. Grabbed both of the assists. One from the corner, one a short pass into Pavkov's feet. Pretty much just banged it.
As you speak about this, someone says, Dave, PSG need Kovacic or Kante.
I'd say Kante would be the perfect guy for PSG.
And someone's saying Draxler as a centre mid. Come on, Tuchel.
This is the thing, man. Like, Draxler is such a good attacking player. Do you want to get a bit closer to me, Cameron? I feel like I'm taking up all the space.
I'd love to get closer, Dave.
Oh, bloody hell. Here we go. So Pavkov with an absolute fantastic goal, but a very good header. 6'4". In terms of the second one, you could potentially look at someone like Wijnaldum for not putting the challenge in.
Well, I thought, oh, you could look at it the other way and say Pavkov. What a brilliant display of strength and composure to put that ball in the back of the net.
A fantastic strike. But Liverpool tried at half time. Of course, Roberto Firmino came on, Joe Gomez came on, but it didn't really make a difference. And fair play to Red Star Belgrade. They pressed, they tackled, they harried, they did everything that they kind of needed to do as a defensive team against this wonderful Liverpool front three. So you've got to give them credit. So throwing tackles all over the pitch, and they enjoyed it. It was a positive display, guys. But we're moments away from kick-off, 9 minutes away. What's your score predictions, Cameron? Who are you supporting? Because we're going to sit on different sides of the fence today.
I'm going to support. Well, I would support Napoli because that's my Football Manager team, but someone already dibs that. So I'm going to support Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay. Big Paris fan.
I'm going to say, I love Paris. I was going to say the theatre of love, but it's the city of love.
It is the city of love.
And I'm going to fall in love with this team. Kylian Mbappe is going to score a brace. Mark my words, 2 goals from the teenager tonight.
So are you telling me that you would pick Kylian Mbappe for your DraftKings team? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, I'd love to pick.
Because I've got him in my DraftKings team again. See? If you want to get involved.
Great minds think alike. Some say we have like a family connection.
A family bond. We do.
It's unbreakable.
Unbreakable. But Angel Correa, Kylian Mbappe, Coutinho, Insigne, Felipe, Pereira, Ospina and Dries Mertens. I've come with a lot of attackers in this game. I expect goals. We all want goals in here. We really do want goals. And that's what we're going to try and get. I want Gary to be fired in here today, guys. What do you think is holding PSG back, Dave? That comes in from Harry Truman.
I'm not sure because I'm not called Dave.
Mentality.
What do you think? Winners
Serious mentality. Yeah, I think that they've choked at some high-profile moments.
I think they just get complacent in the league, if anything.
I don't think play in
well, it's competitive, but it's not in a very. It's not like the Premier League where Huddersfield could just come out of nowhere, or Newcastle could just shock Watford. Yeah, who thought that would come?
Exactly, but I think the big thing with PSG is that they lack that bit of fight and determination. Without having someone like a Rabiot in the team today, I worry for them because this Napoli team is very, very quick on the counter. They'll break with pace. They haven't got a natural destroyer in there. Yeah, Verratti can tackle, but is he a natural destroyer? Absolutely not. Draxler, 4-4 draw incoming. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Touch wood, that will happen Mbappe is a fraud, apparently. Forza Inter Milan. There's some Inter fans in the comments as well. I think PSG need a bit more experience in midfield. That's a fair shout. I think they just need a Kante. Let's get this party started as well, guys. We've got 6 minutes away. Again, if you want to get involved with DraftKings, the link is in the description below, so click on that. Of course, gamble responsibly. Over 18s only. Partnership. Beautiful stuff from DraftKings. So get involved. It's a really fun game, and we'll be sticking with you guys. Shout your username out in the chat. We'll pick you up, and we'll see how you are doing as well. Liverpool with a lot of crying, laughing emojis. James 187 says lots of bad eggs in the dressing room. Thiago Silva, pretty much renowned for being a bit of a bad egg in there as well. So it's going to be a real good game, I think.
What would you do as a manager if you had one of these players that causes havoc in the dressing room? Doesn't play the right music, gets on people's nerves.
I do a Tony Pulis thing.
Yeah?
Get naked into the shower, fight him. You know what I mean? Wrestling match. See who wins, and then you're the big dog of the dressing room, and nobody can mess with you, right? Tony Pulis got a lot of things right.
Or as a manager? He did that as a manager?
Tony Pulis, yeah. Have you not heard about that?
No.
He basically got starkers in the dressing room, in the showers with James Beattie, and had a row with him.
Really?
Yeah, a proper row with him. What a nutter.
As a player who isn't James Beattie there, you'd be like, what's the gaffer doing here?
What is the gaffer doing? I've got some more questions coming in. Thoughts on Inter versus Barca? I think it'll be a real good game. Some real good players on show for Internazionale and Barcelona. Longley again, sort of cementing his position in the side. Arthur, a very good ball player. Dembele's exciting on the counter. And Stringer as well for Inter Milan at centre half. Linked with Manchester United. Could be a good signing. How much time remaining to start the game? The game will be kicking off in approximately 5 minutes. PSG need to recall Krajovac from loan. That could be a good shout. I thought Krajovac was a bit unlucky with his time at both West Bromwich Albion and at PSG before that, because he was a brilliant central. He still is a brilliant central midfielder. Dave, what do you think of a pivot of Kovacic and Casemiro? Isco's a number 10. Hala Madrid shout out. I worry for Kovacic deep in midfield. I think he's good at the moment at keeping the ball, but you want a little bit more progress, I think. A little bit more progress pushing on, going forward and being a bit more penetrative with your passing. But you're a Chelsea fan.
I am.
You defend him. He's been playing very good in big games, Kovacic, isn't he?
Yeah. I prefer Barkley, if I'm honest. Yeah? I'm not going to lie. Okay. I was speaking to Abdul before, like a few weeks ago, and we've just got a Barkley agenda here.
Okay.
We just love a bit of Ross Barkley. I think he's a bit of a diamond, Like he looks like a diamond. Diamonds are made under pressure, and what's he seen a lot of? Pressure, and he's come out as a diamond.
I think Ross Barkley. I think he's massively improved under Sarri in terms of his central midfield play. Before he was what is Ross Barkley? It was like the Wayne Rooney problem in a way, where Wayne Rooney could play central midfield, left midfield, right midfield, attacking midfield, striker. Barkley was very much that, and arguably I would have said being under Sarri and getting properly coached, put him up front, play him as a striker. That's
what people did with Loftus-Cheek. Conte played him up front because he's tall, he can hold the ball up, he's got good feet, he can finish goals, as you saw in the Europa League. But he says he's a 10, like an attacking midfielder. So, but he says wherever the boss plays him, he'll play.
Exactly,
which is great attitude.
That is a great attitude. The teams are just walking out.
I really like that PSG. The jumper.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I like the Napoli kit is beautiful. But again, guys, last little chance to get involved with DraftKings. Link in the description below. Make sure you click that. Get an exclusive $20 bonus. My team today: Correa, Mbappe, Coutinho, Insigne, Felipe, Pereira, Ospina, Dries Mertens. Gone with Dries Mertens' utility, because I think Napoli are going to score some goals today. They won 5-1 against Empoli at the weekend. They put in a
confidence on a high.
Absolutely fantastic performance. And there was a question that came in just as we were chatting there. It was basically saying, are Napoli one of the most attractive teams in Europe this season? Yes, they are. That's why I really like watching them. They score quite a lot of goals and they concede a lot of goals. And in a 4-4-2, it's bloody beautiful. Returning 4-4-2 again. The man of the moment on Friday night for them was Dries Mertens grabbing a hat-trick, but Insigne was very much involved, grabbed the goal and 2 assists. The lovely side about Dries Mertens is finishing. The goals were beautiful. It was like he was playing FIFA. FIFA at the moment where you can curl it in from range?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful stuff there. Dave, what's your preference? Chicken nuggets or cheeseburgers? That comes in from Sam Lowe. Slow coat, shout out, bro. I'm going to go with cheeseburgers. Are pretty decent. We had some cheeseburgers on Saturday night / Monday morning. this weekend. We had a great time.
Saturday night.
We had a bloody absolute uncle banger of a night out. But Dries Mertens in this game created 10 chances, Cameron. That is a course record of this season, and that's why
That's a lot of chances, isn't it?
DraftKings team tonight, because that is the man of the moment. Again, guys, link in the description below for DraftKings. Get involved there, and hopefully we could do some winning together.
The Europa League could be very tasty with all the teams going down from the Champions League.
United, you've got some other players, other teams, like of course Liverpool. You know, you might see one of these as well. That's what we're watching today. We're potentially watching a Europa League team here, PSG or Napoli. That's kind of the issue at the moment.
What is a banging old football game for my friend? I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher his name.
Okay, our friend in the comments.
Our friend, Mr. Vimuri. I can say his last name.
Mr. Vimuri. This is football.
Because he was watching the Ajax game you spoke about a while ago, because you've got him into classic football matches.
Nice.
So, what could you recommend a few he's asking?
Maybe This Is Football. That was a good game. This is football 2002. That was an absolute banger. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that I'd go for. Classic football matches. Other ones, I think the Bayern Munich team of the 70s was
70s.
Beautiful.
What do you think about these kits? Because they always have weird kits. Do you not think?
No, Napoli. I like them. Napoli always have really good kits. I like that you're actually trying as a kit designer. You know what I mean? You're not being lazy, Cameron.
Like every night, kit in the Premier League is basically the same, just
exactly,
different.
Guys. We're about to kick off in Naples, and again, DraftKings. Get into link in the description below. Bonus $20. Of course, gamble responsibly. All the good stuff. Terms and conditions apply. If you want to check them out, they're on the
Why don't you say
website
in the comments right now who do you think is going to win, PSG or Napoli? Put PSG, or Napoli.
There you go. Simple as that.
And then we'll see who has actually got the most support behind them.
I like that.
I'm PSG. This is Napoli.
Yeah. / Dynamo Dresden. Depending on what day it is and where you are in the world, to be quite honest. Finally, we've got the team lineups on the StatZone app for this game. Again, Napoli set up in their 4-4-2. That's exactly how they're going to be set up. And there we go. PSG 3-5-2. It was worth the wait, guys. The teams are about to go out. What do you think of? What's
a nice keeper kit?
Thierry Henry struggles. Rubbish, right?
He just can't manage, can he?
Well, I think that he tried to put the
he's gone in the deep
3-4-3 on a team that traditionally has played a back four for the last 4 seasons. Difficult.
I think it's like, you know, when Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard were going into management, they've gone with they've not gone top level straight away, have they? They haven't gone into the Premier League straight away. Whereas he's gone over to France and gone, kick off.
Kick off, we are underway. Koulibaly with a long ball out to the right hand side. Callion flicks it on, but there is Marquinhos on the cover again. Team news for you guys tonight. Buffon in goal, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, Keller, Meunier, Draxler, Verratti, Di Maria, Bernat, which makes a very attacking midfield, and of course Mbappe and Neymar up front have played really well together on Friday night. Of course, Napoli, Ospina in goal, ex-Arsenal. We've got Insigne, Mertens up front, Ruiz, Hamsik, Allan and Callion. Onto the back four, Mario Rui, Koulibaly, Abiol and Marsimovic.
What are your score predictions, Dave?
Ooh.
I've just asked everyone in the comments to give us theirs, so why don't you set it off?
I'm going to go 3-2 Napoli.
3
goals. Gary's Je suis français. I am French.
Je m'appelle Cameron.
Je m'appelle Dave. Ça va? Excellent, good French there. Allez, Paris. Come on, Napoli. We've got lots of Naples shouts in here. PSG have the Jordan kits, auto win coming from Draxler. Napoli, PSG should drop into the Europa League. 4-3 PSG. PSG or Napoli. PSG wins. 2-1 Napoli from James M UFC. And Statman Dave's cheese and pickle sandwich. Napoli 3, PSG 2. Good start though from Napoli. Looking to get on the ball here. They kind of... Di Maria's position is going to be quite interesting in this game, whether he plays as a number 10 or part of a front three or drops back into midfield, because Tuchel likes to play like this 3-4-1-2 where he did at Borussia Dortmund with Mkhitaryan or Marco Reus as the 10 behind. We nearly have a moment there. Fabian Ruiz forward run into a really tasty area, and Insigne.
PSV are already beating Spurs.
This is bad news for the English coefficient. Look away right now, because that could be a disaster. Absolute disaster, that.
Abdul, please may I have a tissue? Need to blow my nose.
So at the moment, as it stands, Spurs bottom of the group with 1 point.
It's honestly,
Jesus.
What do they do in training?
I don't know. Do some stuff. Statman Dave FC, get that into the comments as well, guys. Carlo Ancelotti is in the comments. 3-1 Napoli. He knows, so maybe that's where you want to bet. You put your betting on and so forth for that. 0-0. It's always for a Statman Dave live stream. Henry Whittaker, you're goddamn right. We always seem to lose. Koulibaly would really fit into the Premier League. Oh, Koulibaly. Legit, probably my favourite centre half in the world right now. The man is brilliant. Oh, nearly ball in behind the defence there. Insigne dropping into a little pocket of space. Kalidou making the run in behind. That's going to be the problem for PSG if with this back three. They let that space, too big a space. Not good.
How much do you actually think home advantage is? Because when I play football, I quite like playing at home. But like when you go away, it's like I quite like going away because you're like, let's beat them on their own ground. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's
obviously at my level there's not like 40,000 people in the crowd, but like
shouting at you.
Yeah, but like there is like 15 students from that university shouting at you.
Do you feel that same abuse?
I did get some abuse when I went to York.
Oh, that's upsetting for you, Cameron.
It is.
But you know, you got to deal with it. No, I think it's definitely home advantages. The other thing you got to remember, it's you're playing on your pitch. You'll get adjusted to the size of the pitch, if it's narrow, if it's large, if it's long, the grass. Small thing. The grass. Big advantages. Ball over the top there. Koulibaly intercepts.
I think the size of pitch, that's what really gets people at this level. Because a lot of players play on narrow pitches. Thiago Silva just getting shown a bit of get on the weights there, son.
A bit of muscle from Dries Mertens. I love this Napoli midfield as well. Allan and Hamsik.
Look how compact they look, that Napoli side there.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's kind of a Carlo Ancelotti trademark in a way.
Look at the awareness of everyone as well. He knew he could just flick that.
PSG on the counter here. Neymar in between the lines, running directly at the back two centre halves.
Mbappe asking
can
for a
he deliver?
Ball
Behind Mbappe, poor, but Mbappe can deliver from this range. A decent block coming in from the veteran.
Here he goes.
Ooh, chance down the byline. Neymar into the penalty area. Cuts it back. A great block in there from Hamsik, I think, came back there.
That's what you get from Draxler in centre mid, though.
Yeah, directness.
Yeah.
Just
hanging about on the edge of the box.
Yeah. Good play though from Neymar first. Verratti. Great block from Koulibaly. We absolutely love Koulibaly. Cam, are you still playing Sunday League? James MUFC wants to know.
I am.
Yeah? You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
We've finally started to win. Both cup games, so we still have 0 points in the league. But you know, Sunday League's all about the cup.
Got some goals coming in already. Hector Herrera scores for Porto, and of course the De Jong goal in the Tottenham game. Again, we'll keep you all around the grounds. And we got a goal in the Schalke game. Schalke 1, Galatasaray 0. Burgstaller, basically the German Jamie Vardy getting a goal there. But let's see how this game has started to go again. Paris Saint-Germain in terms of winning passes so far, especially in terms of completed passes. One tackle coming in, but nothing's really happened yet.
No. 5 minutes in.
5 minutes in.
Just finding their feet.
Just finding your feet. If you've not known the team lineups, again, Napoli playing their 4-4-2 that's become pretty much a staple with Carlo Ancelotti. Mertens and Insigne up front, and PSG.
Oh, that is lovely. That was lovely.
5-2.
Should have seen his footwork there.
Whose footwork was it? Neymar's?
Yeah. Just like, wow. No, it wasn't even Neymar.
Is it not?
I can't see him.
Uh-oh.
It's him there.
Can you say my name, please?
It was Neymar.
Flavio Cinque? Yeah? Flavio Cinque?
Flavio Cinque.
Yeah, nailed it.
You're welcome.
Forza Juve in the comments. What do you think about Wenger at AC Milan, Cameron?
I don't really know, to be honest, Dave. I haven't really thought about it. I don't really watch much Italian football because, you know, it's all on like...
Miss it out, man.
What's it on? 11 Sports 11 now? Sport. Exactly, I don't have 11 Sports, Dave.
It's like £5 a month, which will probably be sponsored by 11 Sports.
I'm definitely going to...
Such a bloody good bargain.
I'm going to watch it, like. I quite like Italian football. Arsene Wenger likes English football, or did, but his passing, that's what he likes, isn't it? That's sort of like European football. So I reckon he'd do well with them.
It's interesting again because the weird side of this rumour that's come out now is at the start of the season you'd said Gattuso going to go, but right now Milan are sitting in 4th, only 4 points behind Napoli and Inter who are in 2nd. So it's one of these things where he's actually doing all right again. They've drawn games they should have won, but they've not been beaten that badly so far this season. Napoli are going to be caught out on the break here. Some real quick feet from Neymar. Very poor play from
quite a lot, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's the big thing with Neymar so far.
He looks like a centre mid there.
Again, this system's so fluid. Neymar will be drifting around. Kylian Mbappe at the moment is pretty much playing in between the lines. Really good stuff there. What are your thoughts on Liverpool Red Star game? I felt it was rubbish from Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool were very, very poor. Failed to create anything. They were too slow. The consistent thing was the fullbacks. The fullbacks kept on getting really high, and Liverpool were too slow to play the pass out there, which made it stale.
They were very slow today, I thought.
Not great.
There was times where Salah and Firmino were through and they could have just slotted them in, and they wait and then pass, and then they've already let the opposition get back in and get a bank of 4 ready.
The other news, of course, today, the big one, Thierry Henry's Monaco losing 4-0 to Club Brugge at home. An absolute masterclass from Club Brugge in counter-attacking efficiency. Again, you can see all the stats are all positive for Monaco, but Yuri Tillsman, you can have the ball all you want if you're not going to play it into the penalty area, bro.
I'll tell you what, Yuri Tillsman was a great FIFA career mode and football manager.
He's a brilliant player. He will be playing for Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Barcelona at one point in his career.
Well, I bet he thought that's what he would be going to Monaco to do until all of their players got sold.
Yeah, cut inside here by Insigne into the final third. Lovely little bit of footwork by Draxler. PSG really lacking this aggressive player in defensive midfield.
This is what I really like about. This is what
Allan
I like about European football. You don't see. It's like Soccer AM skill show.
All the time.
All the time. You just need that classic that music over it, like show your face.
Read power.
That's it.
Show your
That's all you need.
Someone click that up. Tweet me. I'll tweet you.
And then that's what you've got when you're watching Napoli versus Paris Saint-Germain.
Exactly, all day long.
How many people do you actually call them Paris Saint-Germain?
A few.
I reckon 95% of their fans abbreviate their name.
The PSG.
Like,
ball into the channel. Mertens, little cutback. Decent defending there by Wan-Bernat, and some with the help of Keller, I think it was. Yeah, Keller.
What is
Thiago Silva.
What is that?
Absolutely bottling it like he does in the big games in Europe or in the World Cup.
How much space this centre mid's got here?
Yeah, Hamsik spins back inside. I think that's going to be the issue with Napoli, whether they put somebody on Hamsik in a defensive sense. Because I think Di Maria's supposed to be picking him up at the moment. He's just kind of
Di Maria
too far away from him. Ooh,
that is lovely.
Decent play down the right hand side, but some
That's
good
not
defending.
a foul.
Yeah. In England, it would have gone. Apologies for the spam in the comments. We'll be dealing with that right now. See you later, broski.
Get out of here.
Nessa Charlie won't be playing for West Brom this season, but he's playing for Monaco. Correct, Henry Whittaker. That is fantastic. Dave, who do you think will win the World Cup in 2020? Cam, you can answer this one.
Who do I think will win the World Cup in 2020? It's going to be England, mate.
It's going to be bloody England, isn't it?
We've got a great youth.
Yes.
In 4 years' time, Sethignon's going to be like 20-something.
Yes.
Phil Foden's going to be 20-something.
Yes.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek's going to be the star midfielder.
Okay.
You've got Dele Alli, who's still going to be there.
Yeah.
You've got Harry Kane, who's actually like, what is he, like 25 or something? He's not actually too old. He's going to be in the prime.
Okay. So we're going to win in the World Cup?
We're going to win the World Cup.
But you know who's going to win today on DraftKings? That is, of course, me. It's not at the moment. We're currently sitting in 1,575th position with a big fat 5.75 points. Need some people to do some stuff. Again, Coutinho's the only guy doing some stuff. 1 cross, 1 foul drawn, 1 passing set. That's, again, why you want to play DraftKings, because you get fantasy football points based on the stats, not just the good stuff. But I expect my guys to score some goals. I've got goal scorers in today, guys. Anyone wants to me to check their team out as well, so we can match my team versus your team? Put your username in the comments and I'll go and find you out. Did Liverpool underestimate Red Star Belgrade today? I think they did massively. The atmosphere, the work rate.
That's what I've been the most scared about, the atmosphere. It's just not a lovely place to play.
Well,
have you seen the tunnel?
Yeah, it's kind of like what you want. You would want your team to be like that in a way, wouldn't you?
That's not a stadium tour that you'd like to sell, would it?
No,
it's not a Man United or Stamford Bridge sort of like stadium tour.
But then again, it's got that.
This is our exclusive bar.
Yeah, it's our
here's our tunnel. That looks like you're going into war. You know, stuff like that.
Stuff like that, exactly. James MUFC, I'm in 1,659. Shout out, bro. Good stuff there. We'll win the World Cup on mean power alone. Hello, je suis français. Another Frenchman in the comments. England won't win the World Cup because we have Southgate. Correct. Good man manager, but the worst tactical international manager out there. Yep, I completely agree with that.
I agree. Yeah.
Ooh, chance. Decent goalkeeping by Ospina will just get me another point there. We had Munier down the right hand side, gets across into the box, but there was no Edison Cavani there.
Adam Stroder says, what's your views on the proposed Super League?
No, God.
apparently United and Arsenal are the ones that don't want it to happen.
Opposed it, yeah. They're
like, no, why would we want that?
I think it'd be rubbish, really do.
What is the point? Fans, every other week you wouldn't be able to see your team.
Yeah.
Who's got the money for a start to like
consistently go out?
Yeah,
whatever.
consistently go abroad. It's basically the Champions League. It's gonna like, what is the point in the Champions League when your big teams go out? Then it's just like the one below the Europa League.
Yeah. Same thing. I think it's stupid. It's stupid.
Anyone who's in favour of it only likes it because it will bring in money.
That's it. It's simply that, isn't it? Somebody making
football is becoming more of a business than a sport, and it's really annoying me, Dave.
Yeah, it's getting to me.
Really angry.
Angry man.
That's what I am.
That's a reason to like that goddamn video. I think if you know, to get Cam less angry. Liverpool failed because they didn't take Shaqiri. Could have been interesting to see him off the bench.
I don't think they did. I don't think they did. Shaqiri's not going to make that much of an impact.
They played pretty poorly.
They brought on Firmino because he didn't start. He didn't make anything.
Any impact, yeah.
Like, Shaqiri's not as technically gifted as Firmino.
Yeah, but at the same time,
he can run at players. It's a different player,
different type of player. But yeah, no, I think the Super League's got to be binned. I think the nicest part about the domestic leagues is that you know, it's a competition, isn't it? Bar you saying, you know, there's some leagues that it's a little bit weighted one way, for example PSG, but great Premier League, there's always a great title run, title challenges from different clubs. You're looking at Serie A this season. Napoli and Inter will push Juve. Yeah, Juve may win it, but they will push them. And then you're looking at La Liga, Atletico, Barca, Real, they're all still in the mix, which is kind of like what you want to see. I prefer the league campaigns. For Super League can go and stick it somewhere else, because we are on the Champions League. That's what we're watching with you guys today. Of course, make sure to subscribe if you guys are new. Jelen, Kristin, Lazic, Red Star with a load of hearts. Shout out, bro. Are you a Croatian in there?
Serbian.
Ooh, sorry, a Serbian. That was a big blunder there. Sorry, guys. Yes, I also disagree with the proposed Super League. Yeah, it's a load of crap. Why though, buddy?
What are your thoughts on the Super League? Get them in the commentates.
Absolute commentates. As That's
Italian for comments.
Takes a first touch, plays it out wide to
Switch.
Nice ball inside to the feet of Insigne. Back to Allan. The switch is on here. Rui into the final third, who can deliver but can't defend. Chops inside, nearly loses his footwork. Runs into a bit of a cul-de-sac.
What was that? Why are you playing that first time? Hold it up a little bit more. Yeah, Never get into that.
I don't think Rui made the right decision there. I thought the space was out wide and he came in onside. Koulibaly going 1v1 with Neymar. That was a great battle in the first leg, actually, Koulibaly versus Neymar. It's one of those, like, classic, really good striker versus a top defender, where they kind of like, you know, there was moments where you had Mbappe beating him 1v1 in the dribble. Again, in the game, great little game of football. Like, you had Mbappe beating him in the central areas, but you also had the main man Koulibaly driving out of defence and taking people on, but at the same time winning a number of you know, key tackles, 4 out of his 5 tackles, all in and around the penalty area. So
this is just going to be a 0-0, isn't it?
Cameron, stop it with this negativity. We're going to win the league and the Europa and everything.
Someone said, what's the score prediction for your United versus Juventus game?
Ooh.
I reckon it's going to be 3-1 Juventus.
3-1, you reckon?
You're not going to win. You can't win.
Maybe even 3-0.
3-0.
I think what Dybala, Cuadrado and Ronaldo did to our backline at home was, like, they carved us open at times. They really bullied Luke Shaw on that left-hand side, had no support at all from a central midfielder or winger ahead of him. But we have Di Maria into the final third. Koulibaly comes out, good cover from Allan, but a back heel, Munir into the penalty area.
What is he doing?
Munir into the penalty area.
Does he not know the offside rule?
Tries to play it back to Neymar, but Neymar is just standing offside.
How can you comprehend that?
There. What is that? Absolute
Why wouldn't you just hit that? I'd be raging at him.
Bang that. I didn't know why you would not bang that at all, mate. You'd be freaking out, Cameron. You'd be screaming.
Why are you passing that across the box as well? There we go.
It's alright, switches it out. Real Abiel at right centre back. Pass into midfield. That's a beautiful ball, but not quite on.
They're wasting a lot of possession.
They are, aren't they?
You've got to keep the ball. The best form of defence is attack, and you can't attack unless you have the ball.
Correct. Exactly that. Dave, in your opinion, what do you think was the best goal ever? Is this? Mine's Zlatan's 30-metre bicycle kick. Love all your videos from India. Shout out. Best goal ever. Mine is the Paul Scholes against Barcelona, but after I'm completely biased. I also enjoy Kaká against Manchester United.
I really enjoy Didier Drogba's penalty against Bayern Munich in 2012.
Wonder that is, Cameron. So far in DraftKings, though, we have gambled a bit. We've gone with a lot of attacking players, so the gamble is not coming off at the moment.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It will.
It will do. It absolutely will.
Coutinho's,
all right.
Look at him. 2.25 there.
Okay. I've got some interesting stats apparently coming in from Mo Salah. Didn't have the greatest game. Maybe we could have a look at that right now. Oh, look at that transition speed there, Cameron. Nobody even saw that. All the filth on my phone. My phone's getting quite warm. Worrying. Absolutely worrying. But Mo Salah didn't have the greatest game against Red Star Belgrade. Kind of played a little bit central. And I think it just didn't look quite right for Liverpool. I don't think they had the right balance. But Mo Salah himself only getting 8 shots. 3 on target, so not having the worst game with the ball at his feet. Quite a few block shots there again. Red Star defended really well, but a 61% pass accuracy. You're looking at the dribbles as well. 0 dribbles, not good enough for an attacking player. Come on, Mo Salah, need a bit of more than
Neymar
that.
driving forward, just running through people. Oh my God, he literally just ran through everyone.
He does do that sometimes, doesn't he?
That's where it is. Just that change of acceleration, they're too scared to put a foot in because it'll just bring him down, won't it? Look at them all just standing off him, just trying to get in the way.
That was good defending from Koulibaly there to get his body in the way. Fantastic play.
But awful defending from everyone else.
Yeah, kind of like Koulibaly and Allan, sort of the 2 defensive players in this Napoli side. That's why it's so good to watch.
Look at how slow he brings that tempo down. Just this
is the key thing that I was saying about Hazard at the
Look
start
at that, he hasn't moved. And
then he goes on the outside, Mario Hamsik cuts the ball into the box, brilliant.
That's great play from him.
Move.
That is brilliant. I've never really noticed that, Just brings it to walking pace, stops.
Yeah.
The ball stops, does a little flick with his foot, and then changes pace, past his defender, crosses it in.
It's just too long. It's not like there's no tempo to those attacks. And if you want to consistently attack somebody playing at that weird tempo where you stop, start, it's just like play the pass, move.
He got the pass off there.
No, but at the same time, I think in tempo in football, when you're in the final third, it needs to be quick. All the good teams play quick. And quick low crosses. That
was an awful
pass. Just a bit too slow. Poor pass there.
Who's their left back for PSG?
PSG, it's
this guy here.
Ex-Bayern Munich, ex-Valencia.
Back post crosses have got to be, look. He's got so much space.
Spurs 1-0 down to PSV. Are the scores around the doors. We've got some other scores coming in now as well. Just to update you on all of those. Because that's why you're here. That's why you're on the Statman Dave Live as Verratti. Lovely little drag back in the final third. This is the problem. Verratti, currently on the left wing, is playing defensive midfield in this PSG midfield. Di Maria, long ball over the top to Bernat. And wins the header but doesn't get the direction on it. Kalidou to recover. But we do have Porto beating Lokomotiv Moscow. Schalke beating Galatasaray. No goals in the intergame. No goals in the game we're covering. And of course Tottenham losing to PSV. Bottom of their Champions League group right now. Awful. Shout out to Vuj and the Sparkling Water Gangers again.
Stop it, Dave.
Stop it. PSG are the most overrated team they are. Napoli breaking Insigne, left hand side, ball back inside to Hamsik, to Allan, who's been brilliant this season. Little layoff again attempted, but Mertens wins it back. Fabian Ruiz into the final third, can get a shot away.
What is he doing there?
Cuts inside, balls back out to Mario Rui, low cross into the box. Marquinhos will defend it. Lovely touch.
Have you noticed how a few of these Napoli players are going in, like jumping in with 2 feet to sort of like block the ball,
a little bit aggressive, right? PSG are just another Man City, correct? They are absolutely another Man City. Who do you think plays better football then, Napoli or Juventus, or is it just Juventus have better quality players? I think Juventus have dropped a bit. We have Dries Mertens into the penalty area shot. I prefer watching Napoli this season I prefer this season to last season. I'd probably say I prefer Juve over Napoli last season, but this season Napoli over Juve, if that makes sense.
So why is it that Juve pick up more points? Is it literally because the golfing quality? Or?
Yeah, it's the class, isn't it? The depth of that Juventus squad is disgraceful. Ooh, ball into the box. Is that a shot? I think he mishit a cross, Cameron, like your goal at the weekend, trying to claim that you've scored a goal on purpose.
Mine went into the top.
Bloody joker.
Top left corner.
But let's take, for example, talk about quality from Juve against United last week, of course, winning 1-0 with a goal from Dybala. But you take the first team, the amount of quality they have in their first team, the likes of Bonucci, Chiellini, Sandro, Cancelo, Cuadrado, it's all good. Ronaldo, Dybala, And they bought on Bernardeschi, Barzagli and Costa. Like, they bought on 2 wingers that are like could get in a lot of teams in European football. Guys, keep me involved and me and Cam involved in terms of the goals as well, guys. What's going down? Football World, shout out to you, bro. Lucas Moura almost scored one of the goals of the season. Also came in from Tam Brim as well. Lucas Moura with a wonderful run. Interesting. Best player in Europe is
Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard. He's injured at the moment, bro.
Yeah, but this season he's just played like. I know people are like, oh, he doesn't score goals as well.
Ooh.
Get assists.
Neymar alive.
He plays well every game that he plays. Comes off the bench in that game on the weekend, changed the game completely.
Ooh, some lovely ball over the top from Neymar to his strike partner, Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe cracks a shot with his left foot. What a talent. He's a joke. He's an absolute joke. Mbappe.
Hazard, best player right now. Martial, Mbappe, Sterling, Messi.
You see, I'm going to go with Kylian Mbappe, best player in the world right now.
Messi, without a doubt, followed by Hazard.
Fair enough.
Callum Wilson. That's a great shout.
Statman Dave's cheese and pickle sandwiches with a great shout. He was brilliant against United.
Cameron, sort your mic out. What's wrong with it? Sorry.
Maybe it's just you, bro. Maybe it's you, bro.
I'm just quiet.
Callum Wilson. People losing their shizzle over Callum Wilson. There's no other goals in the Champions League tonight apart from Porto.
Isaac's success.
There's a story about Isaac's success that you should search on the internet. Just search Isaac's success, Baileys. That's all we can talk about because it's not, it's a little bit of an interesting one. But yeah, go and check that out. Isaac's success, Baileys. We currently have Insigne left, free kick. 2 players over the ball. Insigne steps over, rolls it back. Good ball in from Marco Ruiz. Ooh, chance at the near post there from Dries Mertens. Just fires wide. A good little set piece, that. Are you okay, Cameron?
I was just getting rid of some geezer in the comments.
Ooh, Angel Correa may have done something good. He's had 3 shots on goal so far. DraftKings, we are flying up the lead. We are now in 1,574 with 5 points coming in from Angel Correa. And Mbappe, of course, the 2 points. Coutinho, 2.25. We need some more from Pereira. And Dries Mertens just getting getting that shot on goal nearly there. So points going in, points scored is a good thing. Is Cam's mic okay? Shout out to Coppen as well, a big lover of the Statman Dave streams. We're going to be doing more of those very shortly for you guys as well, I think. Friday night, I think that's the next one. That's Football Manager.
Is Buffon the best goalkeeper of all time? If not, who?
That's a good question, Henry. Very, very good question. The best of all time. Maybe 2. I don't think the best. It's a tough question, that. Very, very tough question.
It's a rather tough question, as some may say.
Because you're looking at someone like Manuel Neuer. His impact on goalkeeping in the 21st century was insane. But then same with Buffon, how he took the level and kept his level for so long. Then you're looking at someone like Casillas, playing for Real Madrid at the top level for a long time. David De Gea, Victor Valdez. There's been a load of.
At the moment, it's definitely got to be David De Gea, hasn't it? For me,
I think ter Stegen this season has been in unbelievable form. I think De Gea's form.
To be fair, yeah, De Gea this season hasn't been as great, but like over the past few years.
Yeah, no, 100%. De Gea's number 1, but at the same time, you've got to look at form of this season, and I'd say ter Stegen is above De Gea this season, just on this year. So considering the World Cup De Gea had that wasn't great, and the start of the season that United have had, De Gea being the Superman last season, saving them this season, not so. PSG Buffon picks up the ball. It's bloody lovely to see Gigi though playing still. It's sick. But
how old is he now?
Gigi, he is getting on. I don't want to disrespect him by saying he's older than he is, so we'll check that one out. So Gigi Buffon, 40 years old. I'd say one of the best goalkeepers of all time. The only thing though, hasn't won the Champions League yet.
Someone said Peter Schmeichel.
Peter Schmeichel up there. Peter Shilton is definitely there. Yasin Banks definitely there. But yeah, you'll never walk alone for life has just said Klopp out. Wow. James MUFC has definitely read the Isaac success story. It's a very interesting one.
Lukaku or Morata, someone says.
Lukaku, definitely. Lukaku's in this weird spell right now where people are pretending that he's not scored more goals than Didier Drogba in the Premier League. Let's just remember that fact, guys. Let's not mess around.
Abdul, I'll have a water if that's what you're offering.
Oh, cheers, Abdul.
Cheers, Abdul.
But yeah, so far, Napoli versus PSG. Been a good game, a tight game. Currently have a Angel Di Maria free kick getting set up. Reese is saying Karius is the best goalkeeper of all time.
Abdul.
Maybe he is.
I have a bottle in there if you want to refill that, please. Saves you washing up, doesn't it? Free kick, edge of the box. Is there going to be a goal from here?
Oh, is it going to be a goal? Get into the comments. Is it going to be a goal?
Karius, people are saying.
Back post, header back by Thiago Silva. Not the greatest header. Cleared
Not the greatest clearance there, that one.
A little bit sketchy.
Notice how all 11 players from Napoli are back in their box.
But my favourite bit about the Isaac success story isn't the other thing that you've just mentioned there, Harry. It's more about drinking the bottle of Baileys. That was the weirdest bit. Like, if you ever drank Baileys, right, you could probably have like a little bit. Like, you couldn't drink a whole bottle.
Creamy.
Exactly. You'd vomit in your own face, you know what I mean?
Vomit in your own face.
Alright, let's go back to the football though. Hamsik ball out to the right fullback, who is Mark Simovic. Back inside to Allan. Quite like the Napoli tactics as well. Mark Simovic on one side playing more of a holding fullback, and then Mario Rui attacking as we have Insigne. Switches the ball out. Nice ball, nearly intercepted though. Kalidou out wide, low cross to Mertens. A little bit of a 1-2. Back to Allan. Allan, head up, ball over the top. Decent defending there from, I do believe it was Marquinhos.
That is lovely play on the back.
Lovely from PSG.
Oh, what a ball.
Kylian Mbappe 1v1 with Koulibaly. Koulibaly stands him up, and Mbappe goes on the outside.
Great
Brilliant tackle, Koulibaly. I bloody love Koulibaly.
Lovely.
Love it.
Love Koulibaly.
Oh.
That's disgusting from you. Book him.
Who's that?
He's been booked, Mbappe.
Mbappe taking out Allan.
He's not happy with the challenge, is he?
Ooh, a little bit nasty there, Mark Simovic. So we've got some...
what a tackle that is.
Some funny comments coming in. Did you watch Massimo Taibi live, Dave? I did, actually. And he was a little bit worrying. I remember him being, like, struggling to catch balls and stuff. A big issue if you're a goalkeeper. Big question coming in from Lewis Hurley. Lampard or Gerrard Cameron?
Lampard.
Lampard?
Did you see... who was it? Someone put out the top 10 footballers in the Premier League. They had... oh my days, let me find it. It was well good. They had Frank Lampard second, then it was Paul Scholes third and Gerrard fourth, sorry. But in managerial sense, Lampard's winning both the football player and the managerial.
No, Paul Scholes is above Lampard as a central midfielder. But I'd say Lampard... if I was a manager and I'm looking for a player, let's say we signed Lampard and we signed Gerrard at 18, right? I'd rather have Frank Lampard in my team just because his skill set is a little bit more unique than Gerrard. I think Gerrard is a wonderful midfielder that can really grab the game by the scruff of the neck, but Frank Lampard's consistent goal scoring, honestly, is a bloody joke.
It is.
Like, I don't think any other central
4-4-2, that was it. So they're top 10 Premier League midfielders of all time. So number one's Roy Keane, Frank Lampard in second, Paul Scholes third, Steven Gerrard fourth, Patrick Vieira fifth, Yaya Toure sixth, David Silva seventh, Modric eighth, which I want to talk to you about, N'Golo Kante ninth, and Claude Makelele 10th. Now 8th, Luka Modric. Put your thoughts in the comments about this, because I don't think at Spurs he was
so he's saying Premier League central midfielder, Luka Modric is 8th, considering he played all of his best bit at Real Madrid. At Real Madrid, but just on Frank Lampard's scoring record. So in the Premier League for Chelsea, he scored 211 goals.
That's a joke.
From central midfield.
He scored 8 goals.
He basically scored a goal every 3 games from central midfield.
Scored 8 goals in one season for City, the season before he went out to America.
Like, he hit 20, 21, 20, 21, 27 in like 5 consecutive seasons, which is a joke. And again, if you're looking at long-term investment, I'd probably go with Lampard. But Gerrard is more of a game changer.
Someone said, "How is
what you need?"
Max Fires, who has Max Fires?
That is a bad tackle that's just gone in on Cali on there. Keller putting a big hit in there. Probably going to
hit it.
Fabian Ruiz, edge of the area, strikes it.
Awful. Max Fires, who has Salah as his profile picture, said, "How is Gerrard even in these debates when he's never won the league?"
It's a fair point. But you got to take the performances he's put in cup finals.
James MUFC said, "I think they're taking into consideration his Madrid form, but we're talking about top 10 Premier League.
Yeah,
Premier League, not La Liga."
I think the people that set the criteria bottled it. That was a cruncher though from Keller coming in there. Currently, we are.
Do you agree with Roy Keane first? Do you agree with the top 5?
I'd say Scholes.
What's your top 5?
Probably Scholes.
Cheers for that.
Keane, Lampard, Gerrard, Vieira.
So
I think
I wasn't like, well, I was obviously into football. I played it more than I watched it when I was younger, but I didn't really see much of Vieira. Didn't see much
Vieira
of Keane. I saw a bit of Toure before he just fizzled out in like 2013, 14. And Makelele, obviously I know all about Makelele, but I didn't actually see him.
I think Makelele gets a little bit overrated because
Is Kante better than him?
Yeah, I think Kante's proven he's a better player already. He won the league with Leicester and won the league with Chelsea. Like, what Kante's done in midfield is incredible. I think what Makelele brought to the Premier League was a tactical innovation. So I think the tactical side of that, people regard him in the Premier League a bit better. I think I'd say if you got to compare Makelele at Real Madrid versus Kante, then you've got a different game there. Neymar again dribbling past people, but
kept it in.
Not really, hitting the byline, doing little kick-ups and stuff. But I'd say Premier League Kante better than Makelele. But when he's at Real Madrid, I think overall Makelele may be seen as a little bit more higher regard there. Neymar breaking a number of tackles. De Bruyne greater than Modric in the Premier League. It's a fair point, you know. And David Silva is another good point there from M. Milze. Too early for Kante. Where's Darren Fletcher? Coppen, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Where's Darren Gibson?
Well, Darren Gibson scored in the Champions League semi-final. Have you scored in the Champions League semi-final? I'd shut the hell up then. Bro. Have you had a boxing match with Wayne Rooney?
Me? No.
There you go. Let's move on to the DraftKings team so far. Let's get a little update there. Currently sitting on 17.5 points. Correa is still my top performer. Kylian Mbappe is frozen. Unfortunately getting no points. Pereira is getting a few points here. Same with Dries Mertens, but it's not going well today. James MUFC, how are you doing at the moment? Again, DraftKings.
Atletico Madrid are 1-0 up against Dortmund.
Ooh, goals.
Gary goals.
Let's get the goal scorer there. Or the Gary. Who was the Gary of the moment in that game? Just loading up right now. Koulibaly, ball inside. Ooh, Saul Niguez loves a goal.
Loves it.
Loves the Champions League goal. Saul Niguez assisted by Felipe Luis, ball inside. And lovely little take on. Through ball, cut back, goal time. Nice.
Cut back, goal time.
Nice goal time, that. Nice goal time there. Danny Drinkwater from Luke Harris. Fellaini. Yeah, correct. He should be in the top 10.
Should never be anywhere near the top 10.
How is Fabian Ruiz playing so far? He's playing well. He's had a few chances to get shots away and he's been a little bit slow to get them off, which has frustrated Cam. Neymar very deep in midfield. Pretty much gets robbed by Kalidou, but for some reason we've had a flag. Fellaini was hard done by not to be in that top 10. I completely agree there. Shout out James. Beating me at the moment. 15-40.
It's handball.
It's a handball?
Handball.
Soft. A soft decision there. How's Milinkovic-Savic doing this season? He started off quite poorly, but I think he's now getting into form. As Lazio get into a bit of form as well, because they lost a few players in the summer. But yeah, he's watched a game a few weeks ago where I think it scored from a corner, grabbed an assist with his head as well. It was kind of a physical performance from Munier. Right-hand side, blow ball into the box. Great defending by Koulibaly. How many times have we already said that today?
Koulibaly is easily one of the best centre-backs in the world. Look at this.
Okay.
This is unreal from Ousmane Dembele.
The Dembele basically shot feints, 2 players at once. Even Campo is missing. Kind of agree there.
Here's the goal. Are you ready?
Let's get the goal ready. Saul, but we do have a PSG corner flicked out by a Spina.
It's a corner. Here we go.
So a long ball from Atletico and they win the second ball.
A bit scrappy.
Yeah, this is a classic Atletico Madrid goal, this. Overlap, a classic overlap. He's going to cut it back and he's going to do a goal time. Nice. So Felipe Luis, basically Atletico, long ball up. They win the second ball. They switch it out and Felipe Luis plays the ball back. Somebody steps over it. I'm not sure who that is who steps over it. Was it I don't think it was Griezmann. May have been Angel Correa actually who stepped over that.
Number 10.
Should get an assist for that. Should be getting an assist on DraftKings for that.
But yeah.
Boo.
Still no goals in the game that we're watching.
No goals in the game we're watching, but we get to watch a Koulibaly masterclass at centre half, which is what everybody wants. Again, what an absolute genius on the ball.
Torreira is looking like a good signing for 30 million. Fabregas should be in the top 10. Brilliant Premier League career. I agree.
That's a fair point. Yeah,
I agree. Arsenal, Chelsea.
Yeah. But Koulibaly so far, his range of passing very, very, very good. But not only that, he's literally saving. These literally the block here. stops a goal. The tackle here is 1v1 with Mbappe, a brilliant slider. And then the interception, again, inside the penalty area.
He's playing
3 goals denied.
You aren't getting a goal past me, he says.
Imagine if someone said that to you when you're playing football. You're not getting a goal past me.
You are not scoring because I'm in centre defence.
I imagine this is the type of stuff you do, Cameron.
No, I don't play centre-back. I couldn't play centre-back. I'd always be out of position.
What do you think of Ancelotti saying Koulibaly was Maldini-level quality? I'd say he can be, but needs 4 seasons at the top.
4 more seasons?
So you'd say he's probably been at the top for 2, maybe already? Very important for Sarri's Napoli. Both the last 2 seasons. I think this
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the Prem next season.
He's a perfect Premier League defender. Excellent on the ball.
Someone said just imagine him and Van Dijk together.
That would be ridiculous. That would legit be a ridiculous pairing. Like the physicality, absolutely fantastic.
Do you know what, Dave? We need to get not a Snapchat, an Instagram Q&A sorted.
Okay.
We could leave it with Abdul.
Oh, can Abdul do it?
Abdul can do it.
Yeah, Abdul, set us up a Q&A stuff for Insta. For half time, get your questions in. All the questions, for example.
Half time Q&A. Cam can't talk. Sometimes it just gets a bit, you know when you're talking and then you just can't speak.
He's been at Freshers and all that so recently, hasn't he? So.
Oh, that is a dirty tackle there.
Booking for Verratti about 35 yards in a central area. Could be a chance on goal, this. Napoli. Shout out to Napoli in the comments. That's what people are going for. Atletico better than Real. The weird thing with Atletico this season, I thought they would really kick on, but not beating Levante, was it this weekend or something?
Koulibaly is a Jose Mourinho signing.
He really
Dog
is.
Savage, stop that right now. That is beautiful.
79 pennies.
I really like that. Every little helps, as Tesco say.
Be nice.
Get a few.
But yeah, if you got questions,
Freddos.
Yeah, if you got any questions about that, favourite Freddo, favourite
Freddo.
Get him into Instagram, Statman Dave's Instagram @Statman Dave, all the good stuff. And again, this stream in partnership with DraftKings. Beautiful little app. Get below, check it out. Beautiful little fantasy football game if you're into that.
Van Dijk is the only reason Liverpool are still in the title race.
I think that, to be honest, in recent weeks he has been absolutely sick. He was fantastic against Arsenal. Really good display. Insigne.
Are you the type of person to jump in the wall, or do you stand?
Or it depends.
Depends what the keeper says.
Depends what the keeper says, how far out you are, because you don't want to get done underneath.
Because we don't listen to the keeper. We say it as a wall. We decide together, jump or stand.
Fair. Arnautovic is a Jose signing. Anyone big and meaty?
The way he gobbed off.
Yeah,
to Tarkowski.
This weekend, did he? It wasn't when he picked. Was it when he pickpocketed him? Yeah, basically Burnley
Tarkowski tried to pass it back to Hart, and Arnautovic read it, sort of.
Sneaks undercover,
gets it, scores, and then gives it
past him properly in his face. Shot coming in from Napoli. Julian Draxler blocks it.
How's his touch? Oh,
Koulibaly getting on the touch there. The touch train. Van Dijk struggled tonight. I think Liverpool just struggled as a whole. Do you think Fred has been a good signing? Yeah,
I don't think you've seen much of him.
That's a bloody problem. Wonderful ball playing centre midfielder to speed up the attacks in deeper midfield. Something United really need. But hey,
someone said, should you buy Allan?
Allan? Joe Allan?
No, Allan.
Oh, Allan. Yeah, Allan would be sick.
Allan.
I love that all the Brazilians have like really weird English names like Patrick and Allan. Sick. Obviously with a little bit of Brazilian flair. Another Brazilian flair player.
I really like that English name, Neymar.
Neymar. So it's good English.
What a pass from the outside. Good
ball out. Wan Banat here into the final third. Low cross into the box.
Awful cross.
Nobody there. Maybe Cavani would have scored a hat-trick tonight. Joe Gomez is going a bit under the radar. He has to partner Stones for England or play Stones in midfield and Maguire at centre half, yeah. Or a back three, Henry. What about that? Joe Gomez, Maguire on the left-hand side and maybe Stones in the middle. That could be quite nice.
No team will get close to City this year in the league. Way too good and consistent. I'm not sure.
The big thing is De Bruyne. De Bruyne has missed most of the year and City have looked a little bit... In these bigger games, like when you expect City to kind of really dominate, that's where De Bruyne has been lacking. Because remember last season, the goal he scored against Chelsea? Oh, Koulibaly just absolutely destroying Neymar with a bit of strength. Everything all right?
Everything's all right,
Everything's good. Fantastic. Here we are, Thiago Silva, centre of the back three. Ball to Julian Draxler, who's playing in an unorthodox Julian Draxler position deep in midfield. You kind of think Julian Draxler's best asset is dribbling and carrying the ball out wide, but yeah, why not? Let's play him in central midfield. Meunier, wide right. Looks to check inside, as he frequently does. Ball from Neymar, intercepted by Allan, the main man in central midfield. Ruiz, chance to break for Napoli, but caught in possession there. Foul is given. Should we check out our DraftKings team? Because we're doing a little bit better now. I think we've got a goal in there, actually. 25 points. Angel Correa, has he got the assist? No, he's got booked, though. Jesus. Coutinho, doing some business. Shots going in, all the good stuff. Pereira, yeah, we're just getting, I think all the players are starting to go apart from Kylian Mbappe. Kylian, sort yourself out, bro.
Oh, Kylian Mbappe.
Didn't really work at the World Cup. I don't see 3 men in your own half against the Tunisia. I think it's when your defensive midfielder goes in as well. I think a platform of 3 against weaker teams is really good sometimes. Take Tottenham in the Premier League. They do switch that formation occasionally with Vertonghen, Alderweireld, and of course Davinson Sanchez. It gives you a platform, but they need all to be good ball players, and I think honestly Joe Gomez is a really good ball player. I think you've got John Stones obviously as well. Harry Maguire's a very good passer on the ball. Neymar in a deep area looks to pass inside, slowing the attack down again. Draxler head up, so slow on the ball. PSG's tempo is so bad, so bad. Meunier 1v1 out wide, no support. He's got to take on 2 players. Low cross into the box. Allan again in the penalty area, intercepting rubbish. Magar's apparently scored for Porto. Shout out to James MUFC for the update. We will fly over to that right now to show you maybe the goal if it's passed through the stat zone app yet. Not yet, actually. So we will probably go over there in a little bit of time. Why are you a Dynamo Dresden fan? I used to play with Dynamo Dresden on Foot Manager, and I went to Dresden. We used to do trips to Oktoberfest, and we'd travel up Germany. And one of the years we went through Munich, then we went to Dresden and Hamburg on the train. Had a great time. Dresden, honestly, big night out. I was out until 8 a.m. Had a great time.
Statman Dave.
And then I couldn't find the key to get back into the flat.
Oh,
so
nightmare.
I ended up sleeping on the doorstep for about 2 hours, and it had a great time.
Lads, and ladies.
You mean mad lads or mad ladies?
Just everything.
Absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. So we can bring you the Porto goal scorer right now. Magar with the second goal for Porto, who've had 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Hector Herrera looks like a good move. Magar with the assist. Some good stuff there. And the second goal. Again, Hector Herrera repaying the favour. Little take on, little through ball. Magar, goal time. Again, we've picked the game with no goals in because we are legends like that. Absolutely lovely. Should United go with a 3-5-2 back 3 of Bailly, Smalling and Lindelof and Pogba at 10? Yeah, would probably work. It's a better club in Saxony. Beerman Dave, we can't read the second one out there. You should go with FC Einsenberg. I think I've said that right. Could you phonetically put that in the chat? Corner though comes in from Napoli, but there's a foul in the penalty area. Rejection, absolute rejection. Bailly and Koulibaly would be good. Koulibaly and Lindelof would be good. That would be quite nice. Thoughts on the Europa League becoming the new Premier League? That'd be pretty mad, wouldn't it? The Super League comes out, the Premier League is good. I did call 0-0 at the start of the game. Henry, please, we need some goals.
No, there will be goals, David.
Greater than Satana, Dave. I'm going to...
Santa, Dave.
Santa.
Would you ever do that for charity?
Do a Santa, Dave? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, like Champions League, Christmas time, we'll wear Christmas...
Oh, we could do that, because we've got 2 more games in the Champions League groups, haven't we? So
yeah. So you'll dress up as Santa and I'll be an elf.
So we'll do that on the 11th of December. Be quite funny.
Santa Dave.
Santa Claus coming around.
The Tagaroos, that's what I'm all about.
Yeah, nice work. Thoughts on Spurs getting knocked out in 4th in their group? It is pathetic, George. Absolutely rubbish. They should be doing a lot better than they're doing right now. And it is a worry for Tottenham that they seem to struggle in the Champions League. Pochettino is a great manager, but it hasn't worked out the Champions League yet. What are your opinions, Cameron?
Sorry, I was just...
On life.
On life?
Yeah. Mbappe. into the penalty area, dancing low, crossing the box, big chance, Wan-Bissaka, 1-0, PSG.
Get in. I knew we'd start scoring goals.
Kylian Mbappe.
Napoli.
Kylian Mbappe with some brilliant play there. Right-hand side of the box, left-hand side of the box, the position he frequently took up for Monaco when playing with Falcao as a centre-forward. Good footwork. The left wing-back, Bernat, comes into the box.
As you can see, Dave, we're past 1 minute in extra time. This is a problem on the new FIFA as well. Neymar as well, clipping the ball into that channel, completely does Real Albiol. Koulibaly can't save the day every single day. Why did he stutter in his challenge here? Look. Oh, he's fainting to tackle. Yeah, look, ready? Here, just behind him, goes like that, to try and put him off.
I don't think they can get round. Wan-Bissaka though making it 1-0. Cameron, could we update those scores? We've got a goal, guys. We have got a goal. Henry.
Is Cam a PSG fan? No, only for today.
I'll be supporting Napoli today, guys.
Just to make it, a little bit more, a little bit more.
Of a contest. Love a Spurs bottle job from George. George, do I detect you as supporting Arsenal? Because that's fine. Arsenal are a really good team this season. You speak it, Arzenberg. Oh. Maybe I'll get them to. Ooh. The referee has just delivered the cheese.
They are not happy.
They are not happy with that. Napoli really kicking off. Who just got booked then?
Look at it.
It's all going off.
They're all like, I can't believe you've done this.
Allan having a go at one of his. Is he going at Verratti's having a right shouting match with Allan.
Look at them.
Not good.
The two smallest men on the pitch, and they're having a go at each other. Now they're cuddling.
Verratti, I'm sure, was on a yellow card as well. He better keep himself to himself. They're killing Mbappe, though. Big play towards the end of the half there. Great assist. Bernat with a good run from left wing back, and credit to Thomas Tuchel, the 3-5-2 exposing Napoli's 4-4-2 in that central area and out wide. Again, Neymar was very much involved in that goal, deep ball out wide, and we can show you that right now. The goal build-up via Stat Zone. PSG playing some good little balls around the back. Then it gets to Neymar in a deep position, ball over the top, and Mbappe going round Real Albiol, little cutback, and Wan-Bissaka, good first touch. Slightly stumbling, puts the ball into the back of the net. 1-0 to PSG. I want to see a shit-housing team win the Champions League like Mourinho's United, parking the bus. I'm bored of the quality of Real Madrid. Henry, we all want that to happen.
Real Madrid will not win the Champions League.
I don't think so. That comes in from Kane as well. Would you go and watch Boca versus River if you were offered a free ticket? Lewis, yes. I've got that in my calendar. I put that in my calendar today. But again, the story of this first half, it's pretty much been... a lack of penetration from PSG, but also Napoli seeming to struggle when they get to the final third. A lot of misplaced passes for them. We can see in and around that penalty area, not enough link-up play there. That's something that we noticed before, wasn't it, Cameron? That when the balls were getting played into the feet of Insigne or Mertens, their touches weren't quite right. So the ball kept on coming back.
Do you reckon they'd throw it in behind, if anything?
Well, no, I think they do like it to feet, but it just seems like they are
a bit off the pace.
Little bit off the pace,
off the pace, as some would say.
Even though it was a rotated side on Friday, again, Mertens and Insigne did start for PSG, but again...
someone asked, it's Lewis that asks, Luis Mendoza, do you think Vinicius Jr. will start tomorrow?
I think so, yeah. I think Solari likes him. I think there's something...
Hasn't he been playing in the reserves? Didn't he get sent off in the reserves at one point?
Yeah, he's played the last 3 games and he's come into the side. Obviously under Lopetegui it was a bit different, but now he's back. Neymar creating 4 chances in that first half, but sometimes he slowed the play down, hasn't he, Cam? We've been frustrated with that. How many take-ons are you going to go with?
I can't.
I'm going to go with 9. 9 take-ons for 10. Neymar. 10 take-ons for Neymar. 4. He's let us down.
We're awful at guessing.
We are awful.
We don't even watch the game.
Don't even watch it. Benjamin Pavard, that's a name I've not seen recently. Great stuff there. Way Liverpool bottled it. Come on. The Serbian team, Red Star Belgrade. But again, we're going to go to... That's the big problem. That probably sums up this Napoli half in a way.
Just awful shooting.
Yeah, 0 on target in that first half.
That's like what my Football Manager teams do. We have like 23 shots and like 7 are on target.
Not good enough.
Something you need to work on.
Definitely something you need to work on. There's comments what do you think of Verratti? Would you say Verratti's world class? Probably not. No. I'd say he was that little level below again. Not really taking full control of the game. A lot of sideways passes, a lot of mishit, long passes. But we'll quickly have a little review on the DraftKings team, and then we'll go to the Instagram Q&A for all the fun. So get into at Statman Dave on Instagram and send us any of your questions about anything. Obviously, got to be, can't go into
Family friendly.
Family friendly topics, obviously, guys. You know, we're all friends here. We're all part of the family. But it is coming very, very soon. Verratti is world class, in my opinion. I think he's the level below in terms of like he's so close to it. One good Champions League, one good World Cup, but he's just below. The ceiling is there. You can see it. You can absolutely see it. We're starting to improve. 34 points on DraftKings. Again, link in description below. You get a bonus if you deposit $5. You get $20 to play with. Again, over the age of 18 and all that good stuff. Gambling aware and gamble responsibly. But so
gamble
far,
responsibly.
We've got Neymar who grabbed the assist. Is picking up us a cheeky 6 points. Correa, who's been involved in a lot of play, been booked as well. Coutinho as well, getting some shots away. The guys that are letting me down at the moment, though, is the Insigne and Mertens. I thought they'd do a bit better. Spain obviously conceded.
I was going to say.
Shame.
Shame on you.
Coppen, question coming in before we go to Instagram. Do you think the term world class gets overused? Yes, 100%. Kylian Mbappe is in the comments. Ici, c'est Paris. I'm pretty good at reading French.
I agree.
I wonder why. Alright, time for an Instagram Q&A. Cam, you can be in control of this. But don't go into the DMs.
Alright, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a dangerous area.
It's a dangerous game, man. You don't want to see that stuff. Lols, Dave, second half Verratti will shine. Jacob, I hope so. I want to see him breaking that ceiling. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the filthy one. That is the you don't want to be getting in that, man. Like that's dangerous, bro. You could have seen some horrible things. Jesus, come on.
Stop this, Dave.
Stop this. Neymar in Mbappe's shadow. Yeah, 100%.
Here we are.
Luis Mendoza.
You ready?
Yeah.
See all.
Are we doing quick questions or what are we doing?
Well, we need to get some more in.
More questions. Instagram at Statman Dave. Send your questions in. Also, give me a follow if you want as well. Abdul will enjoy that if you
get your questions in on Instagram right now, and I'll refresh, and then we'll continue going if you want to see more. Yeah. Right. So we'll start anyway.
Yeah. Let's go.
So why are Napoli playing so badly?
I think there's a little bit of a disjoint connection between their midfield and their front two strikers at the moment. I think PSG, to be fair to them, have done quite well at crowding out that central zone, even though they are playing Verratti, Julian Draxler and Angel Di Maria together in a three-man midfield. But they've done quite well dealing with the wide balls into the channels.
Thank you, David. Sorry.
Yep.
What's your preferred front three or front four? Because I know you like the 4-2-3-1.
I've started to like the 4-2-3-1 again. Is this for just general tactics?
Just general from you and.
Again, it's like I think different situations require different formations. I think a 4-2-3-1 would be a home formation where you want to dominate the ball. But similarly with if you need control, a 4-3-3 is really good. I think the flexibility with that and a 4-4-2, it's kind of like classic Ferguson type thing, right? He played all those three formations, interchanged them, 4-5-1 as well. I think that's the best part. I like a front four if you want to be at home, want to break a team down. A 4-3-3 better away maybe to have a little bit more control. But also when you've got those three, you can play them nice and narrow. So there's a lot of tactical flexibility. PSG followers, raise your hand. It's you, Cam, that.
I'm not actually.
Should we keep going?
I'd love to. We've got a few now, so we can do quick fire if you want.
Okay, let's do some quick fire.
Let me just refresh. Boom. Here we go. See all?
Yep.
How do you think Jose's attacking formation will help tomorrow?
A bit. Well,
these are supposed to be quick.
Sorry. Good. It'll be great.
Thoughts on Loftus-Cheek as a centre forward?
He's all right.
What's your dream price to football episode? Game to watch?
The Copa de Libertadores. Boca Juniors versus River Plate.
Really? Yeah. I'd say the Champions League final.
Champions League final will be good. But the Copa de...
The atmosphere. In terms of atmosphere, you'd want like a derby, wouldn't you? Like
you'd want River Plate versus Boca Juniors in the biggest game in South...
In Argentina.
In Argentina and the whole of South American football.
I reckon Brazilian football would be nice to look at.
It would be tasty. It would be all very, very tasty.
So one of them, Lewis. Opinions on Colm's relegation if you guys are aware of the German league's action?
Are they getting relegated again?
I'm not too sure.
I'm pretty sure they've just gone down. I haven't really kept up with the Bundesliga 2 team, even though I'm wearing one of the clubs that play there, Dynamo Dresden. So Cologne, they're coming back up. They're third in the league at the moment. Dynamo Dresden are sitting in 7th. Come on, the boys. Want to see them in the Bundesliga. Keep going.
Favourite crisp? Flavour and brand, but why?
Knickknacks, nice and spicy. Beautiful.
What are they? Did you guys go to uni and what did you study?
Maths and statistical science.
At what uni?
Queen Mary's University, London.
I studied broadcast journalism at Salford.
You've not studied, you study.
Yeah, that's what I say, I study.
You haven't finished it, Cameron. Pretend.
What is a good season for United based on the season so far?
4th, Champions League.
Do you think Kante suits his new role at Chelsea?
No.
Why not?
Should be. He doesn't really suit the positional system. Kind of suits being a headless chicken in the midfield.
Right. That makes sense. Just how good are Man City compared to the rest of the league?
I think the gap's closed. The gap is definitely closed.
I think the gap's closed.
Absolutely closed. I think the quality of coaches just means the gap's closed.
Which formation do you prefer? 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 3-4-3 or 3-5-2?
Shit. I like them all. Pogba.
4-3-3 for me.
3-5-2 Pogba would be nice.
Who finished on more goals, Kane, Aubameyang or Hazard this season?
Oh, that's a good question. Kane or Aubameyang?
Why are United so rubbish?
Many issues.
Your prediction for the MLS Cup?
That's
LA Galaxy.
they still in it? Again, I tend to try and sleep when the MLS is on, in between doing loads of work. So we've still got some games coming down. So New York Red Bulls looks like they've been eliminated. Columbus Crew, the Portland Timbers are in there. Atlanta United. I've heard Atlanta United are a good side, so I'm going to go with them. Atlanta United to win everything. The World Cup.
Incorrect. Which is better, the Argentinian league or the Brazilian league?
Not a massive specialist on it, to be honest. So I am not.
For atmosphere, I'd probably say the Argentinian league.
Yeah, definitely.
Is Guardiola overrated?
Nah, I think he's rated now.
He's always been rated. He's just.
I think he's rated. I think he's at the right level now. Like
he's not sort of the manager that you'd see at Burnley when everyone makes that comparison. It's not like that. Isn't the style of football he plays.
He would make Burnley play beautiful football.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%. Is that?
What are the ramifications of Spurs going out of the Champions League football with the stadium worries, etc.?
Bad. It's very bad with that. Massively negative in terms of they need money at the moment apparently to get some stuff finished. So, which is
how much of a joke is that though? Surely they should be docked points for that. Have you seen the
surely they should be docked points for that. But Manchester City have literally.
We'll get on to that. We'll get on to that. So is PSG. Look at that, fuming, absolutely fuming.
0 to 50 in 2 seconds.
That was level 6, you don't want to see him at 10.
Head explodes, steam comes out the ears, nothing is good in the world.
What? Why does no one ever play the 1-2-1-3-1-2 formation?
So 1-2, so you've got a sweeper, 2 centre backs, so basically a 3-1 and then a 3-1-2. It's too narrow, that's why.
You've got a sweeper.
I thought I was going to sneeze, but I didn't actually sneeze. I was. It's okay. We're all right, guys. We're okay.
I'm so confused.
We're okay.
So you got a sweep. Why don't we show them on the board? What a 1-2. Right. So you've got
from this side.
So a 1.
1. So
that's your sweeper.
Yeah.
Then you've got a 2. 2 centre backs. Then you've got a 1. So DM. Then 3.
1, 2, 3. Maybe a diamond.
No, it's like a 1 there, so it's a bit more. No,
let's spread it out. Let's make it a diamond.
It's a filled-in diamond.
Let's make it a diamond. Let's make it wide. So
why not wing backs instead of the 3?
That's what I mean. Yeah. So they're basically wide midfielders. Then how many have we got? 1 and 2.
1 and 2, yeah. 3,
That's really
4,
confusing.
7, 8. Oh yeah, there is enough players. I thought he was giving us too many players.
Yeah.
Sorry. 1 under 21 player you'd love to sign at your club?
Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, but you can't really say that.
I just did.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to say that one.
I'm not allowed to say that one.
That's it so
Jadon
far.
Sancho.
It's unfair. Might see.
Done.
Should have put the post out earlier, I reckon. I blame Abdul.
Abdul, would you fill up for me, bro?
Abdul, you fill that up for me, bro?
We do like Abdul on this stream. We're already having a bit of a laugh with him. Any questions? Get him in. Forza Napoli. Vamos Neymar. Vamos PSG. Why is Andres Pereira being left out? I do not know. His ball playing at deeper midfield would be massive. Forza PSG. There's a lot of Forzas in there, Cameron. Got the fans.
Forza.
PS.
Sheet will start again tomorrow.
That's a question for you, no?
In the Europa League, I reckon he will.
Yeah?
He's got to, hasn't he? That's sort of his bread and butter now, isn't it?
That's so bad. His bread and butter is the Europa League. I think the interesting side of this game...
Reece Nelson or Sancho, just quickly?
Sancho. I think Reece Nelson is very good, but George, Sancho.
I think that's the thing that we need to start doing. The Bundesliga just come and take our youth
What?
and then we bring them back.
It's almost like we should play our young players that won the under-17s World Cup. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, that isn't a difficult thing to say. Like, Angel Gomez, Jadon Sancho and Reece Nelson, United, Chelsea. It just gets to me sometimes, guys. I'm sorry. Forza the Horizon. You look at someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi, should be playing week in, week out for Chelsea, would be playing week in, week out with a Bundesliga side. Just before we dive into the second half, one interesting thing here that I spotted. So the highest passing combination from Neymar is, of course, to Kylian Mbappe and Bernat. But the interesting side with this is he's trying that little ball over the top into the channel just behind the right back and the right centre half for Napoli. That was where the goal was created. It was a ball over the top, and Mbappe did some skills, completely sat down the defender, played it across, and they scored. But that's quite interesting. Neymar dropping almost to the centre circle. What does that say about the central midfield, though? Like Verratti, Di Maria, and of course Julian Draxler.
Obviously aren't providing enough, are they?
You know what I mean? Doing their job.
Stupid. Look at those chances created there, though. What a beautiful man.
Yeah, good passes from Neymar. Fair play to him there. Of course, Kylian Mbappe being the difference between the sides at the moment.
What do you think?
Moments.
Oh, this is what could change the derby here. Thoughts on the City lineup tomorrow? Will it be full reserves?
Could be, you know.
Because you won't be playing reserves.
No, again, City are in a better position than Manchester United.
Place.
Playing at home to Shakhtar Donetsk. They're currently sitting top of the group with 6 points. So, yeah, they're in a much better position. Shakhtar, though, it's big for Shakhtar. They need to win the game.
Your dream front three without Ronaldo or Messi?
Oh, Dybala.
Eden Hazard.
Mbappe.
Eden Hazard.
Dybala, Mbappe.
Eden Hazard.
And
Eden Hazard.
Sterling. That would be pretty tasty.
Eden Hazard.
Oh, sorry, no, we're not playing Eden Hazard, Cameron.
Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard
Chris
and
Wood.
Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard, Chris Wood, and Januzaj.
So you're saying that Januzaj and Hazard could create for Chris Wood? You need to get crosses into the box when you're playing Chris Wood. You need to lob it in.
Not when you're playing under my tactic. He's great with his feet.
Okay. And again, guys, if you want to get involved in DraftKings, we're giving away Football Manager tomorrow, so there's a link in the description below if you want to sign up right now. Deposit $5, get 5 free. Gamble responsibly, over the age of 18 as well, and terms and conditions do apply.
Should PSG and City be stripped of their titles?
Yes, they should, Cameron, but we'll talk about football, the football leaks in the half when it goes down. But first up, the kickoff is gone.
Kickoff.
And Abdul is not reactive, but we're cool. Again, Kylian Mbappe, Angel Correa, Coutinho. We need some more goals from the lads in DraftKings. James, whereabouts are you? Was it James? James
MUFC.
Where are you, bro?
Tell us where you are. Not like where you live, more
where you,
in the league.
When you're placed in the league, and Angel Correa needs to do a bit more work.
Coutinho, Sterling and Hazard. That's a good...
That'd be nice.
Who's the false nine in that? Coutinho or Hazard?
I'd say Sterling.
It's a false nine.
Yeah, he's sick as a false nine. You see how he tore United apart in the last derby?
Chris Wood is no Ashley Barnes. Neymar, Hazard, Coutinho.
Oh, that'd be quite nice. I think Sterling's got to get in there, I really do.
Mbappe's not getting into any of these.
Well, I had Mbappe, Sterling. Who was mine? Mbappe, Sterling.
Who are you compared to all of these?
It's a fair point. I am not the legendary subscribers. Give them all a shout out.
Give them all a shout out.
Every single
81,000.
81,000 shout outs to you guys.
Hazard, Bale, and Mbappe.
Oh, Bale's been a bit weird this season.
Or is it Lokomotiv? Oh,
lovely little flick from Neymar. Mbappe
that's a
turning.
Foul, that ref.
Foul, free kick.
Who got booked at half time?
I'm not exactly sure because there was a lot of players going in there. Do you want to have a look? Double check who got booked. Because there was definitely one PSG, one Napoli. Whether there was a PSG or not, I'm not too sure. Sterling played as a false 9 when Mourinho tried to man-mock KDB and Silva. Lol, spank me Santa, absolutely correct. And 1,621st, not my best night. Isaac's success levels. Are we talking the Baileys or not the Baileys? Because Isaac's success level could be very interesting. Shout out to Hussein, who has the best front three so far. That is Fellaini, and Marouane.
Fabian Ruiz.
Imagine playing against 3 Marouane Fellaini's. Like, what would you do?
Fabian Ruiz, a penner.
So you got booked Fabian Ruiz. Fair play.
On the left wing.
Yeah, it's not the best game. Oi, Cam, you told Dave about your goal. That was definitely a cross.
Where's that?
Hobnob, that's Will Hobson, no?
Oh, the Will.
Yeah. Will, he's claiming that he saw the keeper off his line and went for the chip, but we all know it was a cross. Cameron's not got a technique for that.
Keeper was off his line. Had a nice little time.
Yeah, rubbish, mate.
I sold their centre-back a dream. I was like, oh, I'm going to fake pass it inside to my teammates. He stopped, I knocked it past, continued, it bobbled up, and I was like, this is the perfect time to hit it.
Yeah, absolute lies. Absolutely lies.
And it hit the top left of the goal, in the net. You couldn't get any more top left than my goal.
Will, could you give me a little breakdown of his goal? You know, the truth. That'd be fantastic. Dylan, your comments are showing, bro. Surely United lacking a natural right-sided player like Chong. Yeah, that'd be nice to give someone like that a go. You know, top player. Got more front threes coming in. Cameron, you can read them out.
Marco Arnautovic, Callum Wilson, Nathan Redmond.
Now that would be, Jay, that would be a sick Premier League team.
Glenn Murray, Ashley Barnes, Peter Crouch.
That would be physical.
Mbappe, Firmino, Messi.
That would be good.
Neymar, Firmino, Mbappe, perfecto.
Ooh, there's a thing in the comments. Thumbs up if Neymar is better than CR7. Controversial.
Fellaini, Andy Carroll, Ashley Barnes.
Oh, that would be good. I like that. Fellaini
Physical.
Ooh, Buffon has nearly palmed that into his own goal. How is that not a corner?
Yeah, it is.
It's been given a corner. The fourth official didn't give that. Oh, Asensio,
Suarez, and Mbappe.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Payet, Fekir, Mbappe.
Oh, Payet, that'd be so good.
That's a French connection, that.
Absolute French connection there. Gigi Buffon palming a ball out.
What? I was going to say, if they didn't call that, they probably paid the rest, haven't they?
Absolutely paid him off, like they paid off all the sponsorship deals and all that stuff.
So what actually happened? Explain to me as if you were explaining to the viewers that were clueless. Not that you're clueless, I'm clueless.
There was a chance there for Napoli from a corner. Basically, I've read the Man City side, and I kind of already knew this was happening. So Man City, the Abu Dhabi group, have a number of companies that they like part own or own. Etihad Airways, there's a company called BAR, which is another company. Basically, what happened was they sacked Roberto Mancini, and they were in £8 million worth of trouble, that they would have been banned from Europe. FFP, they would have gone across their regulations. In simple terms, for FFP, you need to be able to. You basically can only spend a certain part of the money that you're bringing in. Like they want to balance the books.
If you ever played Football Manager, you'll understand.
Yeah, basically you can't spend over a certain percentage of what you've earned. So City were over it and would have been banned. They basically backdated some contracts from the likes of Etihad, from the Etihad Airways, from the likes of AA Bar or whatever it is, Bar. They backdated contracts for 2 years and got direct payments from
Napoli,
from some of the companies. Ball inside, chance, snapshot there from Dries Mertens, quite similar to the goal that they scored in the first leg. Ball down the channel, Dries Mertens with a first-time shot. But basically, what they did was they backdated loads of invoices to make sure
some illegal stuff, Dave.
Completely illegal stuff.
And people are saying, should they be stripped of their titles? Should they, Dave?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they
cheat.
They cheated. That's generally what they did. They cheated.
They cheated the system, they cheated their fans, and like mums say nowadays, the only person you're cheating is yourself.
The mad side of it, because there was loads of mad stuff in it, where basically the chief exec was sending emails to other people in the City group, basically saying we can do what we want.
Makeda, Bebe, Welbeck.
Oh, Kiko Makeda. Honestly, Max, one of the best goals I've seen. One of the best games actually ever in terms of atmosphere at Old Trafford. 3-2 against Aston Villa. Kiko Makeda gets it. Cruyff turn, ball into the box. So from Napoli. Flick down, drops.
What's he doing there?
Oh, good effort though. That is a good effort. That's a fantastic save there. Mertens on a loose ball in the box. Looks to do like a bit of a loop volley.
I absolutely love it when keepers do that. When everyone runs on, like and they're just like, right, get back in position. Oh, yeah, that was just average, mate. I do that in my sleep.
But no, the Cruyff turn from Makeda, the finish, I went absolutely off. Me and the mother, we just
Why is Verratti marking like a 6 foot centre back?
Because they don't have any other players. They chance, volley, edge of the box.
Chance.
Awful. Bit of a chance, you know. You're not scoring that, but I might score that.
We should see my goal on Sunday.
Will, make sure you get in the comments to talk about that goal.
Someone said Hazard, True Geordie and Salah.
Oh, that would be good. You got the focal point in the True Geordie. Salah to score the goals, Hazard to create in behind. I like that little. What's the word for that? It's basically. I can't think of the word.
Over the bar?
No, the chance.
The chip? I don't know what you're on about, Dave.
Me neither. Not inspirational.
It's basically the chance, you know, when you get it from mid-air and you bring it down, you pass it and you chip it in the goal. Absolute goal. Cross coming in from Napoli, headed away by Thiago Silva. 2-0.
Eat it.
Do you know who I think's one, like, name me, everyone in the comments can do this as well, who's the most underrated Premier League players you can think of? Because I'm thinking Salomon Kalou, I'm thinking Florent Malouda, I'm thinking, you know,
it's simple, Darren Fletcher,
Michael Carrick.
It's not mess around.
There's so many underrated.
There is.
Florent Malouda was unreal.
He had that season under Ancelotti, didn't he, where he just scored loads of goals.
He was like Salomon Kalou as well. He was
Salomon Kalou was decent. He scored one of the best goals of all time for Feyenoord, but I've only been able to find it once. So Mertens the final third chance for Kalidou, crossed the book. Oh, great defending there on the cover by Keller. Should have put the ball in the back of the net. He missed a similar chance actually against Empoli on Friday night, where he was in a similar position, right hand side of the box. Should really score.
Someone saying James Milner, Scott Dan, Kolarov, Regan Poole.
I bloody love Dries Mertens. He's so good in this central area. Scott Dan was surprisingly
Ciao
good.
sono Italiano. I agree.
Marouane Fellaini, that's the one. There's the
Park
one.
Ji-sung.
Yeah.
Dirk Kuyt.
Santi Cazorla.
John O'Shea.
Oh, Santi Cazorla was good. Very,
Dirk
very
Kuyt.
good.
Tevez. Ivanovic, I agree. Sheko. Gareth Barry. There's quite a few, isn't there? John Obi Mikel.
It's in. Chance.
How's that not in?
Dries Mertens over the bar.
What? How have they not scored yet?
A long ball into the box. I think there was someone arriving late from Napoli. And again, drops into the penalty area. Dries Mertens, you expect him to bag that. He is the Belgium Gary Goals.
Colo Torre. Chris Wood, Ashley Barnes, Obertan, Shamak, Bebe, both the front three and all horrifically underrated.
Bebe was just incredible. That game against Wolves, where he basically had like 4 or 5 crosses and they all went out of play, was just sensational wing play. Kalidou steps over the ball.
That is great
Dries
awareness.
Mertens looks for the cross, but he gets blocked by Bernat. Hamsik in the penalty area.
Gets his body in the way.
Back to Dries Mertens, into the box. Shot coming in from Ruiz. Chance.
Why would you shoot?
Simple. Tucks it away.
Koulibaly is not happy.
Into the top 1,000. Got to celebrate the wins.
You haven't won.
12 points for Coutinho, 5 shots on goal. He's having a worldinho of a game so far. Pereira as well.
Oh, how's he missed that, honestly?
That's a big chance. That was the chance we were talking about before. Basically, it was good to be fair. It was committed defending. Again, it was Kalidou at the back post. I know he's probably got a score there. Probably got a score.
Who's your most overrated Premier League manager?
Dries Mertens getting some points. Overrated Premier League manager?
That's a question.
Overrated
from...
Premier League manager?
Where is it? Lewis Allen.
It's a real good question.
How about you guys tell us who you think is your most overrated, and then that will...
Yeah, trigger the thought.
Antonio Conte, apparently.
Half won the Premier League.
Exactly.
Tactically did change the league for the better.
Apparently Ali Sissoko is one of the most underrated
Oh my
players.
God. If you've not seen it, Ali Sissoko, I think it's on Vimeo. Just search it. It's one of the best football videos of all time. We'll watch it after this. It's incredible.
Chris Hughton, apparently.
He gets a good work out of people. I'm trying to think of maybe Mark Hughes.
Mourinho.
Recent years. Mark Hughes? Nah.
Someone said Mourinho. He's won like 3 titles. Excuse me, Cameron, did you not see the
Neymar in behind the defence, being pulled back, gets it to Mbappe, but a great interception there. Allan's been really good in the defensive sense. Marty, one
Big
of the lads.
Sam, apparently, is overrated. David Moyes, Neil Warnock.
Neil Warnock isn't... I know Neil Warnock's probably rated like he's good championship, but just balls it.
Mark Hughes, Alan Pardew.
Pardew, there you go.
Easily. Is he even rated, though? That's the thing. He's just one of the worst.
Absolutely one of the worst. Anyway, we're going to give you a little bit of an update from the scores around the grounds. Atletico Madrid still winning 1-0. Of course, the goal coming from Saul Niguez. Then we have Porto winning 2-0 at Hector Herrera. And of course,
Did you see that?
He absolutely flopped him. Chance though.
It's in. Oh my days! What a save!
Scored again.
Should have seen how he won that header though. That was a joke.
Dries Mertens' low cross. I think it was Fabian Ruiz should have scored there.
He's having an awful game here.
I think it's time for Zielinski to come on, maybe, or maybe even Milik. And
oh, he's through his legs. Oh,
again, Fabian Ruiz, another chance. Other scores again.
Would you say Cavani is underrated?
I think he's rated. It's just a bit harsh that he's in this side. Again, it's one of these things. PSV still leading Tottenham.
Someone's saying Rafa Benitez is overrated.
Terry Connor. The Wolves assistant, I think, was literally manager for like 2 games. Absolute.
VS Boas, he could be overrated.
I don't know. No, the right. Ooh, I've just literally gone back to the wrong one. I think he's rated in the right way. Our mics are still on. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Ball into the box. Poor ball again. Napoli needs to get a little bit more.
He's kept it in.
What would you guys do in the comments? Tactical changes now for Napoli, because I think they need to do something. I think it's like that type of the game where Carlo needs to get out of the book, needs to get some tactics on the board. In terms of the.
Look at that. How's that not a foul?
The bench for Napoli.
He didn't even kick it. It came off Munir.
Munir? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
look.
he did. Yeah.
He's having an awful game.
I missed it. Not an awful game, Cameron. That's harsh. He's not having the greatest game though. Another shot coming in from Napoli. GG with a little handball down. Throws it out.
Mick McCarthy apparently overrated.
Mick McCarthy? Yeah, that's probably a fair shout actually. But in terms of changes, what I'd like to see is Zielinski. I'd like to see Milik. Unis as well. Could provide some good width, guys. Get into the comments. What do you think Napoli need to do?
Pack more in midfield for the overload.
Stick Zielinski on. I think Zielinski on first, and then maybe Milik.
Jokanovic.
Maybe. Overrated? Nah, a bit harsh. Fulham were good last season. I don't know what's happened. Signings apparently. Bring on Milik. So
Zielinski on.
So maybe a double change. Zielinski and Milik.
Pellegrini is the most overrated.
He won the league, to be fair, but again, you know, had the riches of the world. And also had Manchester City that were breaking all the rules.
All the rules.
Breaking all the rules.
It's like that kid who just, can I copy homework? I promise I'll change it. Doesn't change it, and then you get in trouble.
Yeah. But nobody's getting in trouble for Man City or PSG.
Exactly. Which is why clubs like. Have you seen what La Liga have said?
Ooh, chance coming in from Neymar cross.
La Liga have said that if UEFA don't do anything, then they're going to do something.
Ooh, we're going to do something. Yeah. So the La Liga that is soundly known for financial control, considering how many people have been called up for tax fraud in the last year. Crazy.
Yeah, but what can they do to the English and French clubs? Like they can't. Surely the La Liga can't do anything to Man City.
Not really. They can file motions. I think they may be able to sue.
Put a lot of pressure.
Diawara could be a good option. I think Hamsik's not had the greatest of games.
Someone said Eddie Howe's overrated. I don't see that.
I don't think that. That's harsh. That is harsh.
That is harsh.
Real harsh.
Well harsh. Maybe too harsh.
I'd say too harsh. Napoli very slow at the moment to build. PSG nice back 5 system. Looking like a bit of a 5-4-1 without the ball. Mbappe covering the left hand side and Di Maria on the right hand side. Basically waiting with Neymar as a false 9.
Napoli patient here, aren't they? Don't want to rush anything. Keep the ball.
Always really patient.
If they score here, it'll a big game on, won't it?
Yeah, I think Fabian Ruiz needs to get taken off though like that. He just lost the ball again.
The next goal is crucial.
Absolutely crucial. Neymar driving through. Decent defending from Real Abiol.
PSG have parked that bus now, haven't they?
Kind of they're like literally holding with the back 5 and the 2 central midfielders. Like they're literally sitting, waiting for their.
They're so narrow there as well.
It's nice. It's like decent defending.
They're playing 5 at the back.
I'm impressed. Oh, Thiago Silva miscontrol.
Penalty!
It's got to be a penalty. That got to be a penalty. They've given it.
No, wait. He's given a free. He's given a.
It's got to be a penalty. I think.
No, I think he's just given a
goal kick.
What?
We'll give you some clarity on this in a second. Basically, what happened was a ball over the top. It's not going to happen until the group stages. VAR, unfortunately, Cameron.
This is the group stages.
Buffon got there. So basically, Callion's coming in, ball over the top from Insigne outside the foot. Lovely pass. Poor touch from Thiago Silva.
Did he get there?
I think Buffon
they sandwiched him.
No, Buffon gets a punch on it.
I think that's still a foul.
I'd say Thiago Silva fouls him. No.
No, he doesn't get a punch.
Does he not get
a punch? His foot on it. That's a penalty. It is a penalty.
Come on, Napoli.
Clarification there.
Come on, Napoli. Let's do this.
Penalty. He deserves all the praise.
From 12 yards. The 12-yard death strike. I'm going to go bottom left, Cameron. Where are you going to go?
Top right.
Top right. You know, as a right-footed player,
you
should put it into the left side of the goal.
We need a goal here to make the game more exciting.
We do. We want a goal. Well, this is kind of like the last game had a bit of a spell where there wasn't much action, then it exploded into life. Buffon versus Insigne. Insigne, not even looking. Wipes the...
Look at Buffon smiling like, I eat you for breakfast, mate.
Doing a little
what do you reckon he eats for breakfast?
Buffon? I reckon he's like a croissant.
A Weetabix guy?
Nah, croissant.
No, croissant.
Croissant or coffee. No, actually just an espresso.
That's right.
Insigne steps up. Get in, Napoli.
Bottom
one.
left.
PSG
That's why I would have gone bottom
left.
right, because I would have sent him the wrong way.
Fair play, fair play. You know, as a right footer, you're supposed to, technically, in soccernomics,
hit it across.
you're supposed to curl it away. Because you're curling it, if you think about the...
Well, yeah, because if you hit it right, there's a lot of chance to hit out.
But it will also curl into the keeper. So if you think about your right-footed, your strike goes away.
Just hit it in the middle.
You're supposed to completely randomise your penalties. That's the best strategy, apparently. Players like Ribery, I spoke about in Soccernomics, having excellent penalty technique. That was a good penalty. Bottom corner.
Completely, I'll hit it wherever I want.
Yes, you got basically. Obviously, the most optimum places to put it is away from the keeper. So if you're right-footed, you're supposed to be putting it into the left side of the goal, either high or low, basically into the side netting, so the keeper can't save it.
Should have seen my penalty for the Nike advert that was cut.
Very good penalty. Insigne, good penno.
1-1. Let's get that changed.
What is Buffon doing? Panenka like pre-season. That would have been great. Shout out to Henry. He's been here. He's been with the dark times. the dark times of me and Cameron on the stream. That's good news, actually, for my DraftKings team. Get in. DraftKings, if you want to sign up, link in the description below. But we're going to be shooting up here. We are shooting up the leaderboard. I'd love to find my entry. I think I must be in the zone now. Yes, we're in. Get in the lad. $7. Making the big bucks. We're on 71 points, of course. That with the Insigne, Penno, 10 points
PSG
there.
to get.
But also Dries Mertens. What did Dries Mertens get? Oh, Dries Mertens is just having an absolute worldino of a game in terms of DraftKings again. Scored by the stats. Link in the description below. Go and check it out. Over 18s, gamble responsibly. Just had a great shout from Jay as well. Laurent Blanc overrated as manager. Yes.
I think Napoli might nick it here.
They've got to do.
PSG have been awful.
Naples.
This second half, they haven't done anything. Have a look.
Apparently, Lozano is ripping Spurs a new something. Again, Lozano.
Have a look on StatZone and go to PSG as the team if you can do that.
Of course.
Because they've done nothing this half.
Okay, they've done zero.
Only do the second half as well.
Attack, or what do you want to see?
I just want to see them as a team, how bad they've been in this second half.
Okay, Napoli, attack, we'll get up in a sec.
Not Napoli, PSG.
Yeah, PSG, they literally have done nothing. You can see.
Nothing, that's
they
what I
literally
mean.
have done nothing in the final third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 10 passes. And you're taking Napoli. Dominance. Better.
Here we go. Oh, what is it? See, that is why they're not doing anything, because Neymar's there trying to do like a bicycle kick clearance.
A bicycle click and clearance. What do you think of Ospina since he went to Napoli? Yeah, he's been pretty decent. Of course, there's a...
Oh, that's a tasty challenge, and so is that one.
Flying in.
Thiago Silva. Watch this back, Dave, because there's definitely going to be a replay of it. Oh, not this one.
Wambanat.
It's the one before that, hopefully, that they show.
They absolutely fly in.
Just completely clears them out.
Lozano would suit Liverpool, probably would. PSG have been toasted after the breaks. Bank me Santa, that's what Cameron was saying. I think the Dries Mertens has come into the game, absolutely come into the game in the second half. 1 chance created in the first half, 3 in the second already. I love a bit of Dries Mertens. Just a big fan of a false 9. On the charity stream, I wish I got Napoli. I really do.
You know, Bernat is the first Spanish player to score for PSG.
Oh, nice.
In the Champions League.
Stats from Cameron Stats. We raised £124 for Diabetes UK. The link is still on my Twitter account if you want to go and donate some money. We'll be doing another stream on Friday, probably kicking off maybe a little bit earlier than last time, maybe about 1, 2 o'clock. But there's going to be some big games. I've got a lot of work to do, to be quite honest.
Someone asked Klopp if he could put his finger on what went wrong, and Klopp said, I only have 10 fingers.
Jesus! Absolutely killing it. James MUFC, I'm 1,631st. I refuse to take the blame, however, I'll be passing it on to Neymar. Coppent saying there's some lovely reducers coming in now, that is correct. Some lovely reducers, but Dries Mertens really coming alive in the second half.
This is where you look at your bets, you look at your DraftKings, and you see if you're going to make it or not, because this is where games are sort of set in stone. Exactly. Well, not set in. You never know what could happen in football, but you sort of get to see the tone of the game.
Oh, George has just given a shout saying, let's have a look at the Spurs PSG game. Let's look at the possession. Spurs are dominating the ball. That is mad. I've never seen that passing so slow. So, that's 82 passes for PSG completed so far in this game. PSV, sorry. But yeah, overall in the game. Scoring from a corner as well. That's like Tony Pulis Tactics 101. You see, Harry Winks has nearly completed more than the entire PSV team have managed combined. Beautiful. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, it's still 1-0 to PSV. Some beautiful shithousery, tackles galore, interceptions galore. Pablo Rosario with 6 so far.
Are you the type of player to get fouled and hold the ball?
Yeah, slow the game down.
Get fouled and get the ball, just cuddle it even before the whistle's gone.
Absolutely, yeah. You're not getting off me, mate.
Oh!
Little dink inside. Wan Bernat into the penalty area once again. Little dink ball. A good defending from Marco Rui, who had a poor game last week. That was a decent clearance. That's been the issue, hasn't it? That left-hand side for Napoli to defend.
PSG, like you said, is so slow to build up any attack.
Again, Neymar pretty much dropping into central midfield, playing a little ball into Mbappe's feet. It's kind of like that's their only move. Neymar to Mbappe. They don't.
Do you agree with everyone saying they're more of individuals then?
Not 100%, yeah. Absolutely.
But then they obviously train it, don't they? So like,
well, Thomas Tuchel's style is supposed to be this like vertical tick-attacker. If you play Football Manager, that's what his style is. But he's just, this is the problem with this squad. It's so hard to mould because he's just got too many
characters. Not characters, just personalities.
Yeah, personalities in there.
Mbappe needs to do his shoelace.
Dave, why do Arsenal fans think Xhaka is better than Jorginho? Because he had a couple of good games. Like Lewis, to be fair, like he's really come on.
He's not better than
At the start of the
Jorginho.
season, I was like literally the biggest Granit Xhaka hater in the world. Now, big fan. Brilliant against Liverpool. But Jorginho has been supremely good.
Dave, do you still aspire to be a manager one day? If so, why not manage XOFC? But really, you should really push for an assistant manager entry one day.
I don't know, I've been thinking recently maybe a director of football role would be a bit better. Quite like scouting.
Director of football for XOFC?
Maybe. But no, that's just been a life-changing thing recently. I don't know whether I think manager, maybe I'll be better at director of football, a vision. Because I think United lack a director of football. It's like, that's what I've been like the past year.
You're shaping your CV for Man United.
Like literally, if you look at some of the players that like United should have brought in the last...
Here's a sub for Napoli.
6 months, last like 2 years, they'd be such a better team. Milinkovic, Savic in midfield. Fabinho before he had that dodgy spell at Monaco. You're looking at probably have Belotti.
See, look, second half. Palace have had 2 attempts at goal.
Been awful. Zielinski coming on as well, who will add some good energy, good dynamism in midfield, positioning himself on that left-hand side. Also likes a bit of a shot on goal. So maybe if you're a betting person, next goal, Zielinski. Arturo Vidal is hated by everyone. It's crazy. Will Roma top their group? The Roma group, let me just go and grab that up for you guys. Yeah, I think they will do. That's the Real Madrid group. So Roma, Real Madrid, Victoria Pilsen and CSKA Moscovita. So it's still actually semi-competitive in that group with Real Madrid there. Or Koulibaly just getting into the penalty area.
I've actually saying says become a maths teacher.
One day probably. Nah, probably a lecturer.
If the dream ends.
The dream ends, yeah.
A lecturer? Why a lecturer?
Because I like that level of mathematics.
I thought you were going to say, you can have better banter with his students as well, can't you?
You know, Filthman Dave can still be alive if I'm a lecturer.
Obviously not with any students, because that would
I just mean that the drink culture at university with lecturers.
You could go out with your students.
Exactly.
On that, you can go to freshers.
Go on the Uncle Smash. Dave, what are your thoughts on Dybala, Higuain and Aguero on the bench for Argentina? I think they need to build a team. The problem is Messi and Dybala. It seems to be there's a bit of beef between them both.
Would you take a job at a rival club, so Liverpool or City, basically? You definitely would. You can say no all you want, but you just would.
No.
You just would.
Shut up, Cameron.
Abdul, would you ever take a job at Liverpool or City in because it's just money, isn't it?
Spank Me Santa saying Koulibaly got an assist and it was sick. Ruined them from inside. No, it would be absolutely sick. Not with any of the students. Quote of the evening.
Draxler, stats teacher. Teach stats. That's what he does with Abdul.
Yeah, teach him.
They don't put enough venom on the passes.
It's just tempo, isn't it? That's it. It's all tempo.
That's a pen?
Nah, rubbish, mate.
Get up.
Wan Bernat diving in the penalty area there. Allan, little ball
Less
inside.
of that, mate.
Dries Mertens has been great in this second half.
Why would you go into the back of him like that? Honestly, I could teach you that. You get taught that in primary school. I think it is a pen.
Smash right, Dave.
Ready?
It's
a pen.
Nah, he's definitely
swipes his foot.
Rubbish, mate. Falls on Napoli. I'm thinking of taking maths and statistics at uni next year, Dave. But after Dave saying he'd been filmed. That'd be great fun. Love to do some
income over football loyalty.
Ball into the feet of Zielinski in a central area, though. Gets it down, but can't get it under. Frustrating.
Inside. Oh, why are you doing
in terms
that?
of the two best players on the pitch, probably Dries Mertens second half. Bernat's been very good throughout. Neymar's flashes. It's classic Neymar, isn't it? Mbappe.
How's the linesman given that? But here we go. Look. Cuts inside here. And he that's a penalty. You can't say he's looking for that. Completely hits his standing leg.
Cameron, I'm supporting Napoli today.
You're a joke, mate.
Yeah, maybe it was a penalty if I wasn't supporting Napoli. Oh, Kimpembe comes in from Thomas Meunier. Tactical change here from Thomas Tuchel that's potentially playing for the draw now.
Who is the worst player that starts in the Prem?
The worst player that starts it's got to be someone from Cardiff, no?
What was that?
Allan has just absolutely poleaxed Neymar. Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Oh, shout out to Peaceful Paul in the comments. Love you too, bro. Paul, of course, Rankcast, Man United, legend. And he's a lot happier at the moment. He's a lot happier. Shout out, Paul. Keep being happy. Keep doing those good Instagram posts as well. They make me happy whenever I see a nice sunset that you like to put down there. But Neymar, in between the lines, ball inside.
So Koulibaly
again with stepping in and nicking
Someone
the ball.
Said, Dave, at a 7 a.m. lecture, let's get this party started.
There was a lot of lectures I had at university when I was definitely still drunk. But
I've been to a few of them.
Being drunk is fun, but you shouldn't.
Edison Cavani comes on. Tottenham have just equalised.
Oh.
What team's going to go the furthest out of the English teams?
I really don't know. They're all
rubbish.
Poor. Yeah, you'd say Liverpool if they can get their out of their group. City, you know. Who scored for Tottenham, guys? Who scored for Tottenham? Cavani has.
Isn't it weird that this goal has sort of like spurred PSG to actually do something?
Yeah. Because they're like so lackadaisical on the ball. Ooh, Neymar wins it in the final third. Nice feet from Julian Draxler. Ball to Benatia to Mbappe, doing another step over like he always loves to do. Edge of the box. Neymar looks to shoot. Just gets the ball stuck on his feet. Gets mugged by 3 Naples players. And there's a foul off the ball. Insigne can't bring it down. Harry Kane is backed apparently. That is good news for James MUFC's team, I do believe. Maths and stats are fun, correct. Worst player in the Prem. Get some Cardiff players up and we'll go through them.
Why don't you tell us? Philip Billing for me. I
like Philip Billing. I generally like him. I think he's
Who's
like
the worst player in the Prem from your point of view?
I like not a good. I like he's quite an all-round midfielder. I think with a bit of coaching, he's still young, Billing. I think with a bit of coaching, I think I was saying before, could fit into a Klopp team. Harry Kane scores for PSV Eindhoven. The dream is still on for Spurs and Pochettino, but of course they're still not looking great in the group. With the results going so far, they need to turn this into a win, or they are pretty much out.
I go to sleep dreaming of binomial distribution.
Yeah,
what's that?
No. That's basically a simple one: P and 1 minus P. So P is the probability of an event occurring. 1 minus P, of course, is the event not occurring. So, like, let's say it's a flip of a coin. P would be heads. Let's say 0.5. Tails would be 1 minus P. 0.5. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Probability.
Did you know the difference between alpacas and llamas?
Are you turning into Stephen Howson? The zero amount of information that man has in his brain, that's one you're coming out with. Again, scores across the lands of Europe again.
Jonathan Hogg from Huddersfield. Victor Moses, apparently.
Yeah, that's upsetting for you. Shane Long, that's pretty bad, that record. But Atletico Madrid are winning 1-0 against Dortmund. Porto 2-0 up. Schalke 2-0 up. Internazionale 0, Barca 0, Napoli. That scores. Actually, I think these scores need to be updated. Apologies, guys.
Here comes Cavani
for Angel Di Maria.
which means they're obviously going to a...
Interesting. So those scores were completely wrong. Atletico Madrid are winning 1-0, Porto are winning 3-1, Inter are still drawing 0-0, Napoli 1, PSG 1, 2-0 to Schalke, and of course Tottenham 1, PSV 1.
What's the Barcelona game like?
Pretty end-to-end. Few chances missed. Better than this.
Who should win?
It's been pretty end-to-end, I'd say. So both of them.
Billing has so much potential as a good ball player.
Oh, that's a great tackle.
Is that Allan? Allan again doing it. Got some other
He's just given a goal kick for that.
Luka Bulik is having an absolute worldie. Panikov, of course, the goal-scoring genius.
Pavkov, not panic. There's no panic. He's not panicking.
No panic. Okay, Pavkov.
Welcome to the panic room.
Welcome to the...
Dave and Cameron, what is wrong with Man United? A lot of things.
That's why I need to be director of football. Simple.
Favourite team in the Championship? Borough or Derby?
Probably Derby's football.
Mainly because I used to live near Borough when I used to live up near, Catterick Garrison, Darlington, Richmond.
Okay.
And I went to the playoff final with Borough. That was a good
Koulibaly
day until they lost 2-0.
Great block.
But Derby, because obviously Frank Lampard.
Again, we've finally got the scores updated. The goals that we mentioned before, sort of fresh in the Napoli PSG game. This is the one that you want to stay tuned to, guys. Henry Whittaker, your comment made me laugh. Rondon, probably one of the worst Premier League players. He's absolutely stolen the living of both West Brom and Newcastle. He's been atrocious.
Dave, is Morata back?
You could say so, yeah. He looks confident again, which is nice. Malcolm nearly scored.
Yeah,
Oh no, he has scored.
Here we go.
1-0 Barcelona. Barcelona have just scored.
You can't see him. That's his celebration.
You can't see me.
Where's he gone there? What box is that?
I haven't got the update though, unfortunately. But all these goals going in aren't great for my DraftKings team. I think we maybe pushed down the leaderboard after Insigne grabbed that goal. Should Ander start for United? Yes, he should. Enrique Martins.
He's already been on a pitch for
that. That hurts to hear from a Forest fan. Oh, bro.
There it is.
So Malcolm coming inside.
I've been to a Forest game,
Coutinho, sorry, driving into the opposition's half. Malcolm.
Oh, it's a nice feint, that.
Good feint. Steps over, finishes with his left foot from the right hand side of the box. Oh, that was a lovely feint, actually. Completely goes over the ball, but carry on into the final third. Hamsik tries the ball inside. Verratti escapes. PSG could be on the counter attack. Good defensive foul there from. Who was that? I think it was Mark Simovic.
Dave, help me out with my hypothesis testing.
I got sick at hypothesis testing, like legit sick.
What's hypothesis testing?
Basically, when you're comparing a hypothesis, so you have a H1 and a H0.
How's that a thing?
Well, it's like anything. It's like, what's the mean of the length of our stream going to be? Stuff like that kind of.
Atletico Madrid 2, Dortmund 0.
Ooh, that could be bad news because DraftKings. Great Griezmann. We're doing well in DraftKings. We're on $5.
Mbappe spreads it wide. Neymar, what's he going to do?
Absolutely nothing.
Slows it down as per usual. Goes back outside to come inside.
Gets absolutely done by Kalidou. Pushes him over.
Verratti, Draxler, Neymar.
Your commentary is something you need to work on, Cameron. Here, bro. Allan intercepts.
The counter's on. And there's no one to counter.
Outside, but he looks for the ball into the channels. Commits a foul. But yeah, we're doing well in the DraftKings. We've got Coutinho who's just grabbed an assist for the Malcolm goal. Insigne's in there. Mertens is in there. Spina's not doing great. And Mbappe's got frozen in the second half, which kind of sums
Morgan is pretty rubbish nowadays.
It sums up PSG. Yeah, they are pretty rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Hypothesis testing is so easy. How's Not November doing for you guys? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. 2-0 Atletico Madrid. Who scored the second goal for Atletico? Antoine Griezmann was what Cameron said. Who grabbed the assist? It was Thomas.
Dave, help me grow a beard. Well, I can help you grow a beard, even though it doesn't look like I've got a beard, because I shaved earlier.
Okay.
And apparently if you just keep shaving, mate.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep shaving. It grows back thicker and longer.
Yeah. And eventually, you'll end up having a beautiful ginger beard like mine.
Except for mine's not going to be ginger, because mine's actually browny black.
Just shows my Viking roots.
Are you going ginger, or were you ginger?
No, I'm just Viking.
Do you like the fact you have a different colour?
Yeah, just straight up Viking.
It's that Irish in you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's Viking before Irish. You know what I mean?
My beard is a gingery mess.
Beautiful. Shout out,
do you know what you
Jacob.
should do?
Legends, ginger beards for
Trim it
life.
up.
I probably need to go give mine a bit of a trim. But it's there's a bit of a pause in the game. Napoli won, Paris Saint-Germain won. Interesting second half for PSG. They've been poor. They've only just sparked into life. Currently we've got a bit of an injury. Remind you guys as well that we are covering Juventus versus Man United tomorrow, and we'll be giving away a copy of Football Manager.
Wow!
It's a banger of a game.
Wow.
All those noises.
Cam should go bold.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
I've already gone bold, basically, didn't I?
Yeah, the goal for Malcolm against Inter Milan, a very good run from Coutinho. I don't quite see this from the visualisation. Ball to Malcolm, and then basically he kind of runs over the ball.
What are they all arguing about here?
Runs over. I think there was a bit of a collision between two players, but he basically runs over the ball and then opens himself up. Good finish. First goal. I think it's the first goal in the Champions League for Malcolm. His career.
Look how unfit that physio is. A little slap of the bum. Look at that. What is that on the pitch for? It's like a go-kart on the pitch.
Mertens could have dislocated his shoulder here.
Cardi. 1-1.
1-1. Icardi has just scored for Internazionale. Big goal from Icardi, of course, a former Barcelona graduate. That's good news for Spurs, that actually. Again, pulling them back in. Malcolm X.
Oh, a lot of ice spray on his shoulder.
Ball into the box. Icardi, poacher, as always. One touch, two touch, one goal.
One touch, two touch, fake shot,
fake
goal.
Shot, goal. He's got a fake shot like a traction engine. 1-1, Inter Milan 1, Barcelona 1.
Someone who said I look like Antoine Griezmann. No, I don't.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Everyone's got their opinions.
Do you think I do?
I don't know. What does Antoine Griezmann look like? Well, get us a picture and I can decide. But in the Naples, it's all after Liverpool's. Obviously, they lost the game. If you missed it, they got defeated by Red Star Belgrade. Great result from there, which puts Liverpool in a bit of a bad situation. Actually, it's okay at the moment if the game stays the same. It'd be worse if PSG or Napoli won. I think, I don't know actually. This is going to be difficult for Liverpool because they're not in great form at the moment. They are struggling. I think Mo Salah's not linking well with the rest of the front three right now, so that is going to be a big issue. Guys, keep getting your thoughts into the comments. It's bad for Spurs. 1-1s everywhere. There is 1-1s for everywhere. Cameron, you look like Antoine Griezmann. Dave looks like a BTEC Allison. Hello, I'm Antoine Griezmann. He's got far more facial hair than you.
It is a shame.
Family friendly, PG clean man Dave. Nice stuff, Jay. Good stuff there. Mbappe, another good player, works the ball out wide to left back. Ball back to Mbappe. Big chance within the box. Neymar is losing his shizzle. Was literally stood behind him. Some great play down the right hand side from Keller. Cut back. Literally was about to fall to the feet. Spurs are 5 points.
Here's the Atletico Madrid goal.
Party inside to Griezmann. Griezmann rides the tackle. Second goal in a week. Good stuff from Antoine Griezmann. 3 games at 1-1. This makes you upset. It definitely does. But again, we're having a good time. We've had a good time, guys. Remember, make sure to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you guys are new. And of course, DraftKings link in the description below. Great fantasy football game that we have been playing along with today. And we are moments away from picking up the big $5. Found a good old game. I really enjoy it. Like it's a good game.
2-1 Tottenham.
Oh, Harry Kane, is it?
Harry Kane.
Is it Harry Kane?
Yeah.
Is it confirmed Harry Kane?
Yep.
Spurs are back in with a chance of Champions League destiny. That is a massive goal. That closes the gap to just 3 points to Internazionale at the moment. Barcelona, though, could do Inter a big favour. Shot coming in there from Napoli, just wide of the goal. This game's all pretty much dried up now, guys. Scores around the lands. We've now got some wins. There's only 2 1-1s. And what can Napoli do? It's a big game for them. They currently sit top of the group, though, so not the worst result in the world, considering they've got to play Red Star, but as well as Liverpool.
Raveman Dave, are you going to get in money in February?
Gets? Nah. I might do, though. Might check it out. Food reviewer. I do reviews on YouTube, you know. I am.
You
such
never
cool
knew
dude.
such a cool dude.
Koulibaly carries the ball. We have a counter-attacking opportunity.
That's an awful
behind. It's a centre half though. Can't expect him to.
Look how annoyed he is that he's up the pitch there.
But now he's going to be sitting at number 9. Koulibaly makes his way back into defence. I actually just love his energy. Like, his energy is really infectious in a way. Like, carrying the ball that far, getting into the final third, like, it picks your teammates up. It's almost like what Lucio used to do by Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. Napoli, free kick, left-hand side, Verratti committing yet another foul here. I'm going to cover up the scores so I cannot see them if any goals go in. But we are still, DraftKings, we are still in the money, currently doing okay. Coutinho has saved the day. Insigne has saved the day, and Dries Mertens had a great game before going off.
No, that is a mature student. Got school tomorrow, so I'm head off.
Oh, well, shout out Mentonio, shout out, bro. Good luck with school tomorrow. Make sure to learn all the things.
Appreciate school food. We had really nice roast dinners at school. The cabbage had like butter in it with like pepper. Ball to the back post, cleared by Thiago Silva. Very poor quality of delivery there. Obviously, Dries Mertens was taking the set piece before he came off. Can it be kept in? It is. Zielinski with some good work there. Tottenham. Okay, it wasn't a 0-0, but still probably the worst game. The live stream curse strikes again. Henry, I'm sorry. I tried to lose that. To be fair, we were 4-0 last week. Oh, apparently it's Sainsbury own goal. Sainsbury own goal, unfortunately, for Harry Kane. He probably will be claiming it. Yeah, see if he can get up, Cameron, so we can talk the guys through the goal. Napoli squeezing PSG out of the back. But some good play from PSG. Looking to roll it. Cavani with some good hold-up play. Not really made that much of an impact since coming on. Keller, ball out to Wan-Bennett. It was Kimpembe. Back to Neymar. Neymar checks, and again, Allan munches him. Wembley just so good. Look at that pitch. Oh my God, the pitch at Wembley is absolutely atrocious. Got Dele Alli, little 1-2 with Christian Eriksen. Ball out wide to be delivered by Ben Davies. Ben Davies into the box. Kane chop, yeah, it's on target, but it hits Salisbury and it goes in. That's the pitch at Wembley is atrocious. The goal's as bad as the pitch. Absolutely all-round rubbish. Did you see the keeper face palms at the end? The keeper's literally like, oh God, it's all over for me. All over for me. It's not all over in this game though. Still 2 minutes to go. That is one hell of a freeze frame. Full time into 1, Barcelona 1. Full-time results coming in thick and fast today. The first one, of course, Internazionale drawing with Barcelona, but we do have Napoli again on the counter-attack. Oh, the body feint. That's a yellow. It's got to be. That's off then, yeah. Eunice on the counter. How's he not been sent off there? I'm pretty sure he's already been put. I'm definitely sure. Yeah, he should be going. Verratti there should be sent off there. PSG should be really down to 10 men. Unis on the counter-attack, some good runs. He was booked in the first half. I'm going to stop betting. No, he wasn't booked actually. He's just been booked. It was, in fact, Mbappe and Keller that got the yellow cards in the first half. Again, we can show them right there. Do you know, stuff. Do you know who the nicest guy in the hospital is? Who? The ultrasound guy. Get into the comments. Shall we never have Cam back on the live stream? No place for that type of comedy, unfortunately, here, bro. David Cameron greater than David Cameron? Yeah, I completely agree with that. David Cameron, not the greatest you ever seen in your life. Best David Cameron definitely doesn't pop those jokes off. Yeah, he's too smart. Drogba's a shout out for the best African player. Yaya Toure, maybe. But I think if your cabbage had butter in it, your school was breeding obesity. Actually, it was just very nice. It was like had like pepper, salt, and it was a bit buttery. Did you just put it in the comments or something? No, like we were talking about school dinners, weren't we? And I was like, our roast dinner had like beef. I must have. Oh, he's just clapped the ref. He is not happy. Neymar, he hates the referee. Give him the clap. Give him the clap. They're like, that is not 10 yards. Peaceful Paul, good joke. Well, if Paul likes the joke, to be fair, got to keep Paul happy. Cameron, you're staying on. Cam should be on more. Someone said replace him with Abdul, but no one knows who that is, so it's alright. Soundman is the nicest guy, Gigs. Jesus. We have around 3 minutes left of this game. It's been a good game, good contest. 2 high-quality European sides, PSG playing a 3-5-2 today. Neymar getting hatcheted by Allan has been great in central midfield, again winning another tackle. Koulibaly, Allan, Mertens have been the best players for Naples. Napoli, sorry. Who do you think is getting relegated in the Premier League?
I think Cardiff.
Fulham,
Huddersfield.
Cardiff and Huddersfield.
And I think that's kind of like set in. Liam, who do you think, bro? Let us know into the comments.
Less about us, more about you. Give the video a like if you have enjoyed it as well.
Definitely. That's what you want to do. That is exactly what.
Subscribe if you're new around here.
Subscribe if you want to.
Notification
I'll tell you what,
bells.
here's some stats for you guys. Allan has won 80% of his 10 tackles.
That's 8 out of 10.
He's been fantastic. These pretty much are all on Neymar as well. Could probably correlate that with Neymar's dribble map and break that one down.
There's
So obviously
on
it
the
flips
ball.
on the other side of the pitch. Number one.
He's on the ball. He plays it. Oh.
Out by Napoli.
You did tell Ben that the result was going to be this.
I did. The Wanners. Southampton are 100% down. They will be if they don't get rid of Mark Hughes. But
Full
Neymar
time.
versus Allan.
Spurs get the W.
Absolute double viewed it. Good work from Spurs there. You know, coming back from a goal down with that awful pitch. Absolutely atrocious. Cardiff,
Newcastle, Huddersfield. That's Newcastle or Fulham, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Newcastle just have enough. Like, just.
Really?
Like, legit.
There's just some really bad teams.
The goal at the weekend was so. The game was awful. They were so bad.
Is that Rafa Benitez tactics or is that just championship quality players?
I think Rafa Benitez has got a scheme and a system. If you give him a good number 10, he makes a good footballing side. But if you don't, his team struggle.
Do you reckon if they kept Remy Cabella, they would be a decent team?
What, Thovan? Literally scoring goals for fun.
Hey?
17. Thovan, the Marseille winger.
Ah.
Cameron, you're going to get dropped if you don't know things
That's
like that.
not a number 10 though, is it? You just said a winger.
No, he played.
What's that dive about there? Verratti needs to get sent off here, doesn't he?
Apparently Man United, Huddersfield and Cardiff will be relegated this season.
Someone said Burnley. Reckon Burnley or Southampton could go with Huddersfield and Cardiff. Everyone's saying Huddersfield and Cardiff, aren't they? So
Yeah, there's some more food for you in there, Cameron, to talk about.
food.
Yeah.
For school dinners, we had greasy chicken wraps, which would drip grease from the bottom, or burgers covered with flour, so you get them crusty hands. At my school,
Get them crusty hands. Never want crusty hands, do you?
we had a pasta station, so you could go and get plain pasta with cheese, plain pasta, well not plain pasta, pasta with cheese, pasta with sauce and cheese, and you used to get a different sauce each day, and there was two or three sauces you can choose.
As much as I want to hear about your pasta stories, we've got scores around the doors today. Atletico Madrid are beat Borussia Dortmund 2-0. Porto is nearly finished 3-1. Schalke have won 2-0 against Galatasaray. 1-1 Internazionale Barcelona, of course, Spurs. Massive result there to keep them in the group against PSV. It's about 9 seconds away from the end in Naples. A draw's probably a fair result in the swing of things. PSG were good in the first half. Napoli were much better in the second half. But again, the result for Tottenham, 3 points behind Inter, keeps them in the zone. Again, they've got to play both Barca and Inter, so destiny is in their own hands, and that is that at Napoli.
Full time.
Time at Napoli. Let's just refresh that to get the scores on the doors. Thanks for joining us today, guys. You know, make sure to like that goddamn video, subscribe if you're new. DraftKings link in the description below. Gamble aware, we're giving away Football Manager tomorrow, so sign up now so you don't miss out there. We've got full times across the ground just to confirm. Porto winning 4-1, grabbing a goal right at the end of Edo with the finish. Oh, sorry, Otavio, the Brazilian winger, and of course the game we were watching, Napoli 1-1 with PSG. Obviously today the big talking points, Dries Mertens had a great game, unlucky not to get the ball in the back of the net, performed with a great save in the penalty area. From there, but again, it was all about Neymar in that first half, dropping a little bit deep. Not really relying on the two central midfielders in there, Julian Draxler and Verratti. The moving across, Neymar dropping really deep ball into the channel from Mbappe, and Mbappe does the Mbappe skills, goal times. Again, you know, the other important stuff, Spurs, massive result. Harry Kane, 2 goals, or a goal, basically the Sainsbury's goal was a Harry Kane header that was deflective. Koulibaly and Buffon are just having a bit of a laugh with each other. Koulibaly was brilliant today. We're going to go and do his stats and Allan's stats. Don't know who man of the match, Koulibaly or Allan?
Koulibaly all day, every day.
I might go Allan, actually. I thought Allan was...
Just to be different, Dave, haven't you? You've always got to be different.
That's why Mum likes me more than you.
Every time, David.
Allan, so...
You always end the stream like this.
47 out of his 52 passes completed. Kept it very nice on the ball. But it was winning the ball back. Again, 9 ball recoveries. in and around the penalty area, in that full-back area, but 8 out of his 11 tackles won. A tackle machine. The amount of times in that second half that he was smashing Neymar up, being like, you know what, let's do him. Let's absolutely...
You know what?
You know what?
Let's get on the YouTube boxing scene.
But at the same time, Koulibaly, the last man tackles he was putting in today were brilliant. Not many actions in terms of defensively, but like literally legit. This one was 1v1 with Mbappe out wide, dealing with that situation.
That was the best tackle of the game.
That was tackle of the game. Tackle of the game. But again, the 2 blocks as well, one of them being very important, the one in the penalty area.
Copan says Allan's his man of the match for the tackles.
Allan, yeah, I'll give it, Copan, I'll give you that, man. He's absolutely killing it. And the 2 interceptions, again, one of them in the box. Last man defending from Koulibaly. What a hero. Mbappe had a semi-decent game for PSG. Apart from that, Bernat grabbed a very good goal, but his movement for the entire game was good. He was always an outlet on that left-hand side. You can see where he was receiving the passes, always there to ready to go, and did well to get into that danger area. The chance he created pretty much should have been a goal. But yeah, Buffon, man of the match. That's a good show, actually. He made some top saves. The Napoli, you can show the Napoli shot plot. Again, Buffon, the 3 that he saved were all really, really good saves. But anyway, Koulibaly's got a lot of calls in the comments.
Buffon. Cameron, he's a good player.
No, Cameron's definitely not getting man of the match. But guys, last we'll chat about DraftKings and then we'll call it a little day for you guys. But thanks for joining us today. It's all been fantastic. We're doing the game tomorrow. We're doing Man United versus
Juventus
in Turin. We picked up a W in the DraftKings. We sneaked in there to the winners bracket.
The winning 500.
$5 coming 500th in the league. James MUFC, if you're still there, where did you come, bro? But it all came down to Philippe Coutinho saving the day with an assist, but also having a great game. 8 shots. Incredible. Dries Mertens also good. Insigne also good. Penalty spot. But that'll be that for today, guys. Check out DraftKings.
Dave and Cameron were caught ball watching too much of this game. 3 out of 10 performances from them both.
No.
Sometimes you just got to watch the football to appreciate it, Dave, haven't you?
I did. I enjoyed the game. You enjoyed the game. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new. I've been Statman Dave. You guys have been the beautiful subscriber.
I've been Cameron.
Yeah, if you want to check out Cameron and just Cam Waters, I don't know, on YouTube or something like that. But anyway, guys, we have been the guys, and we will see you very much later.